Welcome, everybody, to the H3 Podcast Live. Today's episode is sponsored by MeUndies, Hims, and Twitch subscribers just like you. You can subscribe for free by connecting your Prime and Twitch account.
Thanks to Amazon.
We both have MeUndies on right now.
Are you serious?
No lie.
No way.
Let's see. Yeah, I need proof. Dig in deep.
Oh my
Mine
god.
are just straight gray.
Wow, look at these guys.
That's
Mine are-
crazy.
If you need,
Mine are skulls.
if you need more of an
That's
endorsement than that,
badass.
I don't know. They're the greatest. Mine are dirty.
Can I put them away now?
Mine, please.
Hold on. The one you got on right now, or you mean the pair that you
The
enjoy?
one that I would be loved to be wearing right now are in the wash.
Based on what? The pattern? Like you have a certain pattern that you like?
I like the donut and milk one, or the not donut and milk. It's cereal and milk.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a great one.
There might be a
I love
donut
cereal.
one.
I don't have that.
Maybe
They're
it's a
always
donut.
releasing new designs.
What
continue
coupon
this
code
ad.
would I use in order to
Yeah.
get those?
All right, they don't pay us enough, guys. They don't pay us enough. I thought you were asking what makes an underpants dirty. I was like,
Well, did it create
No,
a
that was
pattern?
him. I didn't ask
Because
that.
sometimes it does create a pattern.
starts with the smell. And they might work back from that. There's many criteria.
Yeah.
Anyway, next week's guest is the prolific Shane Dawson. Please post your questions for him on the subreddit. Those are very helpful. I just want to say I love you guys when you go there and
Yep.
share your opinions. It's really helpful. So thank you to everyone who participates there. But today's guest, obviously, you've guessed because there's been banter already. I am very hyped and pleased to introduce the great and amazing Rhett and Link, who I have to say are a huge inspiration of why I think we became YouTubers to begin with, was watching your guys' stuff.
Really?
Multi-talent, absolutely.
I understand that I wasn't supposed to talk earlier about the underwear. So now I don't know if I can talk now.
You can.
You're good. You're good.
When you throw out a big compliment.
The gate is open. Yeah, the gate is
I
open.
think you're supposed to smile gently.
Oh, okay, I just
and
smiled.
let
I'm
him
sorry.
continue.
I was going to compliment you guys more.
Right, because if the compliments are still coming,
Yeah, if you're
not
not done,
I'm going to
if
be
you're not
passive.
done,
I'm
keep
gonna be
going.
passively receive.
Okay, keep going. Sorry.
I was
Sorry.
going to say the multi-talented song and dance men, the triple threat. Have you guys ever been called the triple threat? You must have.
Well, there's two of us.
The double.
So
You're the
we each
double
have one and a
triple.
half, or
Well, when we
What's
had
six?
the third member of our trio who was unfortunately
Wait,
mauled.
triple means a three-man act? I thought it meant like the song,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
dance.
you're
You're
right.
right.
Okay.
I was
I
just,
just
I was
wanted to
trying
know.
to extend his joke.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
You're the triple threat, man.
Maybe by extending it, it would land.
Yeah, right. yeah.
Otherwise-
I was trying to save you.
Well, anyway, good evening. God bless.
Triple.
Gosh,
We don't really dance. Well, you know what? I guess we do.
Come on,
I
We
have
have
a
danced.
feeling-
I've seen.
If you guys put your mind to
Yeah.
it, you would be straight up dancing in the rain. I could see you with an umbrella, tap dancing your way. I'm telling you, the triple
Okay.
threat.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah. It's 7 p.m. This is not our usual time.
Oh,
I can imagine it's been a long day for you guys. Your schedule must be insane. How was your day?
We were just talking about this on the way over here.
yeah. It was a long day. Thursday is our work late night. So thanks for accommodating us.
Of course.
To,
I mean, yeah.
to make this
Thank
happen.
you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we typically record our own podcast in the late night, but instead we're on this one, so more people are
Oh
going
my
to listen
But the
to it.
microphones are very similar, so we feel very at home.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Thank you for making.
It's
the
been a long day
sacrifice.
though.
So tell me about your day. What did you guys do today?
Well, right now, Monday through Thursday, we're shooting GMM. So because there's 4 videos coming out a day now,
I thought it was 3. It's even
it's 3. It was 3 on
Yeah.
Good Mythical Morning, and then there's 1 Good Mythical More.
The extra.
Yeah, the extra.
And
Yeah.
so there's 2 episodes on Monday, 1 episode on Tuesday, 1 episode on Wednesday, and then Thursday is a 2-episode day. But we also do, we're doing things that isn't just us at the desk now. So we shot a music video today and a couple
you
other
dance?
segments. There was no dancing. It's actually almost like an anti-dance music video where all the dancing is creating in post. And I'm actually not joking.
Interesting.
I started to dance at one point,
And he was
they,
told not to.
they told me that I had to be still.
You're,
So
you're being too active.
you were right about the dancing
We're
stuff.
going to make you active in post.
Right.
Yeah, but on the way over here, we were just I was talking about the first thing we shot this morning, which was with this girl who's a contortionist, and
She's a YouTuber as well.
Sophie Dossie is her name. She'll be on an upcoming.
I think I
met her.
Yeah, she'll be on an upcoming episode of Good Mythical Morning, but right now we're in those days where I'm like, that was today?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
It's intense. It's an intense
A lot
thing.
of different things. There's just a lot of different. We've kind of gotten to this habit of just kind of showing up at the next thing and executing it, and then moving on to the next thing that may be very different than the thing that was right before it.
So you guys are at the point kind of where you just show up. How involved? Because now the show has become something new, right? It's kind of transformed recently.
I mean, it's at a certain point we had to get somebody else to be in charge of our schedule, so we just said what the parameters were.
Right,
okay,
right,
you know, for the sake of our families, we only want to work this amount of time, and so our only late night is a Thursday night, and you know, then you guys get jerked around in order to try to accommodate us.
Not jerked around.
But that's how it.
For the triple threats? No.
Yeah, but it's at any point on any given day we're thinking of or responding to new ideas and just saying, okay, yes to this idea, no to this idea, shaping this idea, and then prepping other episodes that we said yes to a week ago.
Because I think that would it would be easier if we were just showing up, but
no, we're not.
We're still very much involved in the creative process. Now we have a great team of writers, and we're not coming up with. They're coming up with the majority of the initial ideas. But like right before we came here, like the last thing we did after we shot the music videos, we had like an hour-long meeting with our team that does all our field shoots, so the stuff outside. So like the Wim Baker stuff that we did with you. That's a different team that handles that. So a different director, and then there's writers assigned to that. So we have a meeting where they kind of pitch us what they're thinking, and then we change it or update it or give the thumbs up.
It used to be, and then we're stepping into the thing that we're shooting. So when we step into the thing we're shooting, we're accessing when we prepped it the day or a few days before, and then maybe a week or two before when we said, yes, we want to do it. So it's
you're a little removed from the concept to actually being in it.
Yeah, you got to re-access it and say, okay, this is why I was excited about this.
Interesting.
And this is what's missing that I was excited about that I have to interject at the last second or not, whatever the case may be. And it's funny. The conversation continued between the two of us earlier, and it was like, we used to work on something. We developed something, we'd really believe in it, a video, and then we'd work on it all the way through, and then we'd start
the next one.
It's
like chronological.
Yeah, very linear.
Yeah.
And I mean, because Good Mythical Morning is so formatted, and it allowed us to hire people who could then make it into a system that then we could not do everything and step into the right stuff.
Yeah.
But it can make you feel crazy.
Sure.
Like
Especially
next
when
week,
you're-
we're not shooting anything.
Oh,
Really?
So
And we do have every 5 weeks we have a dark week. So
that's big.
That's big.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
I'm worried for you guys, man.
We're on
Seeing
the
the way you
cusp.
guys grind.
It's
You
your
grind.
reset.
But what we're going to do though is we're going to go. The two of us are going to leave town. We're going to go someplace, and we're going to come up with something else to create. So
Really?
because
yeah, it's not a vacation.
You're just escaping.
yeah,
the
well,
day.
getting out of the grind of GMM. So I mean, because we've always had something else going on at the same time as Good Mythical Morning, but when it kind of exponentially increased in November, we had to get a lot smarter about our time to do those other things. So
You guys are involved in like a high level stuff, the concepts, the development.
Yeah.
Do you think that I think that's probably necessary for you guys to have the time to do other stuff like what you're describing?
I mean, we only did the first 2 years of GMM was between it's probably 90% us, and then starting like the fourth season or so is when we brought in Stevie, our producer,
Right.
and she had we were just going off of instinct all along. We had no production experience at all. She came in with some production experience and was like, if you guys want to do anything else or we need to make this into more of a system with efficiencies, and we need to hire the right people.
Interesting.
And at that point, we started, like that was when we made the transition. So this is probably 2014 was probably the first time we started actually having episodes would go live and we hadn't even watched them.
Mm-hmm.
So like 4 years ago or whatever, that was a big transition for us. It was like, oh, now we're putting stuff up that we don't even watch. We were there when we made it, and we were there putting in the.
Just because you're producing too much, or what? What do you mean?
Because we were doing other things. It was like, okay, what things are we going to let go of? So like the process is you let go of the editing first, right? So that was like
even for us,
That's
it's still
huge.
that was difficult.
it's
That's
tough.
so difficult.
So that was like 2012 probably, letting go of the editing.
How did you do that, by the way? How did you eventually overcome that hurdle? Because it's so personal.
Well, I mean, Jason was the guy, and we were over his shoulder, like literally. I mean, if you look at the card table where we shot the first incarnation of Good Mythical Morning, right behind the card table were our two desks pushed up against each
Literally
other, and just to the right, out of frame, was his desk. Like when we were shooting the show, if I went like this, I could have easily picked his nose, his nose.
Right.
I don't know.
And that
That's
happened
not the right
occasionally.
word. It did happen occasionally.
Just keep them honest.
yeah,
Keep
right.
them on.
Yeah, just get a little prize.
Right.
Dig deep for a little prize.
And
What was my point?
Well, I was.
Oh,
asking,
I was
how do
over
you-
his shoulder.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easier. Again, when it's a format like that, you can start to develop it, and you can nitpick everything, and then so next time do that.
But it wasn't until we found somebody who in Stevie that it was like, oh, this final product that she just oversaw is almost exactly what we would have.
That's great.
It may be a
created on
little
our own.
different, but it was just as good.
It was
so
It was like good enough.
Yeah, because I totally.
well, just as good, maybe a little different, but in some specifics.
there.
But,
Yeah.
but it was there.
Because if that wasn't the case, then we would have never let go. And,
I feel-
there's a lot of YouTubers that never let go.
It's
Yeah.
hard. I feel like. Do you guys feel like you were lucky to find someone that great? That,
Extremely.
Because that was kind of the catalyst, right, for you guys to branch out.
Extremely lucky because we interviewed a couple of people, and she seemed to be like, she was the smartest person that we interviewed. And I think
Interesting.
that was the thing that we were like, this person's got to be smart. We're not going to have a lot of patience with somebody who's not. And she just very quickly demonstrated that she was more than just a producer. She was a creative partner. So,
Interesting.
yeah, I think that's the key because people are so, and it's very difficult to find those people that you can trust.
Sure.
But if you can, then you can. I mean, we would have never done, the book or the tour or buddy system or any of that stuff without being able to step out of a daily show that just takes. People are like, oh, it's just 15 minutes a day. What do you do the rest of your time?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Right.
You guys know that it's more than a
I can't
full-time
make a
job.
video a
A
day.
video a day alone
man.
is insane.
Yeah.
And now you have like 4.
Me and Hila tried for a month about a year or 2 years ago to make a video every day. We did it for 30 days, and we almost got a divorce. We hated
But
every.
it
Well, that's what
was-
daily vlogs do.
And
period.
it was only us, like no help.
Were they vlogs?
So,
No, they were basically Good
it was
Mythical
like-
Morning rip-off videos.
Oh, really?
Inspiration, right? But obviously without the production value and without looking good and being good.
That's not important.
No, it was like a hybrid of like PewDiePie, Good Mythical Morning. We were sitting at a desk. We were talking
Or
about
some would be
products or
reaction
Okay.
some
videos like we
reaction
usually
videos.
do.
Yeah.
Right.
Just-
It was an interesting experiment. I just wanted to see what it was like, and it was miserable. It really was.
Well, you probably. I mean, we've done a lot of stuff that hasn't worked, but it always works to teach you a lesson. You learn something from it, and
Yeah.
That
it
is-
almost always leads to something else.
Yeah.
It was a huge formative, really important, actually.
I do really like some of those videos that we made
Totally,
during that
yeah.
time. So it's
Yeah.
interesting. I don't know. We
Yeah.
suffered, but we made
You
some
don't
fun
have
stuff.
to be. A lot of people are paralyzed because they're like, I don't know if this is going to work. Well, you got to quit asking that question
Yeah.
because it probably won't most of the time.
Yeah, sure. Do you guys have like a golden age? You guys have been making content for so long. I feel like we have a golden age. Like when we look back at the videos we made when we were living in Israel.
Uh-huh.
About
we
the
had-
time we used to
We
watch
discovered you guys. We were just
then,
coming up.
yeah.
I just saw your like deprivation tank video, and I was like, "This shit is awesome." I think that was the first video I saw of yours guys. And I don't know what. There was just like a Wild West vibe. Like I can never make those videos now because they were awful quality. They were shitty produced. They were just awful. But looking back, there's a certain charm, I guess.
Yeah.
You guys feel like you have a golden age of some sort?
I have in my mind. Well, when we were making our local commercials,
Right.
and we made the first couple. I mean, there was
Like 09, maybe.
yeah. So we made like Red House Furniture, which like went re-viral a couple of
Like
weeks ago.
Yeah.
I've heard about
don't
that
understand.
happening. That's a strange thing.
That's so funny.
Very weird. It's like 10 years old.
YouTube does this thing where they'll just put like your first video on everyone's homepage all of a sudden.
Really?
I mean, not your first, but like they'll go way back in your catalog
Right.
and be like, "Here's this really embarrassing video that you probably should have unlisted."
In our case.
Not your case, right? Like in everyone else's case, you guys have good content.
The
going way back.
algorithm thinks they're ready for it.
Yeah.
To go deep.
They've
Deep cut.
earned the right to go deep. But anyway, as you were saying,
We were making. I remember we were making. We went to Cullman, Alabama, and made what we ended up titling on YouTube, "Epic and Honest Used Trailer Commercial,"
Salesman
something
or
like
something
that.
like that.
But it was this guy who had a business, Coleman Liquidation. He would repo trailers, like single wide trailers, and then he would sell them off his lot. So used mobile homes.
Yeah, this is as bad as it gets.
And his name was Robert Lee. And we would usually we would have like a phone interview with the people to see if they were commercial material. But once we found out his name was Robert Lee and we talked to his secretary, we could never get him on the phone. We could never get to talk to him in any way, but we said, we got to go to this guy and make a commercial. And I remember we were there making the commercial and he didn't show up for 3 hours and we were documenting it behind the scenes. We had this idea that, we're just going to document the making of this commercial so people will believe how real it is and how little we're actually doing.
But we would show
We're
up.
not changing his name or anything like that.
But it was just the two of us. The two of us would get on a plane
With a camera.
With a camera, and so we documented all the interactions. And then with the same camera, the next day after we gathered all the intel, we shot the commercial.
So I think we would set up a second camera shooting the commercial.
Yeah, we had
Just
we
to
had a
kind
tripod.
of just to make more of a story on our second channel,
Right.
which
Yeah.
became the Good Mythical Morning channel.
yeah, I know. Yes.
And so Robert Lee finally shows up after literally waiting for him for hours, like with the camera in my lap. I wanted to capture the moment he walked in, and he walks in, and I'm like scrambling to start filming. And he's like, "Y'all the boys from the commercial?" And he just then for the next hour, he didn't shut up telling stories. I'm like, "Oh, this is great." Next day, we had him like with a chainsaw cutting limbs off of trees in order to get a mobile home out of this person's yard in order to sell it the next day. And it was scrappy, man. It was fun. You
Right.
had this guy, it's just us trying to make this thing happen. It's a crazy idea. Just kind of, looking at each other while this guy's got a chainsaw. And it's like, this is it, man. This is the dream. We could die at any moment. We could get crushed by a mobile home. I could get my arm chopped off by this guy. And then we went back to the hotel that night and we got on the phone with Joe Penna, Mystery Guitar Man. And so we were pitching him on working with us to make a video called T-Shirt War, which was like, eventually that became like one of our biggest viral videos at the time or whatever.
Around the same time,
Stop motion.
2010 or so.
So we were doing. I guess we were pretty busy. I mean, we were doing.
Yeah,
both
it sounds
those,
like
we were
it.
scrambling doing both of those things at once. But I remember that moment when we had shot that all day, and then we come back and we're talking to Joe on the phone and just asking him to work with us to make this, stop motion T-shirt war thing. And I don't know. That's just the first thing I thought of when I was like,
Yeah.
that was when we were just we just twist our brains trying to come up with something.
And then
Right.
you just go and do it.
Just go and do it.
That it reminds me of a lot
Yeah.
of what we consider our golden age in that way. I think it's about like just the possibilities, right?
Yeah.
Well, and
And there's a desperation.
yeah, and
Yeah.
and
We had
and
kids
got
at
the,
home.
You've got the
Really?
fans.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thirsty, just yeah.
Thirsty kids. Just
Well, yeah, we had a lot of motivation, but it's interesting because, and I'm sure you guys have the same thing, but when you have that era that you kind of look back at. Well, there's a contingent of fans who look back at that, and
Yeah.
it's like they always point to that.
Yeah.
And they're like, when
I
is it
miss
going to
the
be like
old
that
FM.
again?
It will never be like that.
Well, it'll never be like that again. But I do
Yeah.
have this theory that regardless of where this goes and what this becomes for any of us, I do think that there'll probably be a time we may be like, I mean, Link's hair will definitely be completely white. Mine will probably be at least halfway there.
I think it stopped. I think this is.
You have a nice little thing going, like a storm mystique thing going on there. Like the X-Men thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
Yeah, man, embrace that.
But I think that there is an appetite for that to do that again, right? To be like, let's just take a camera to Alabama and see what happens. And so I do think that it kind of will come full circle at some point.
My opinion is that whenever you try, it's never the same.
It won't be the same.
If
And
you
I-
try to
and
like
then people
redo
will be-
it, like
Whenever you try what?
yeah, to
Try
like
to go back and do that.
to go back,
to
yeah.
rebottle the magic, right?
Yeah.
But I think that anytime somebody finds your channel or finds something new, that's their golden era, right? Like
Yeah.
people back then, that's their golden
whatever
era.
they fell in love
Yeah.
with, exactly.
Yeah. That's interesting, though. That's really cool to hear. How long ago was that? The story you're
You
telling?
said
Be
2009?
8 or 9 years, yeah.
And
Yeah.
were you guys already big on YouTube? Because you were talking about that wasn't viral yet. all of
No,
those videos
it's
you guys
interesting
did.
because that the video that Link's talking about, T-shirt war, we had a few things that like got on the homepage back when getting on the homepage was
Right.
it, right?
It was like feature.
Like even like as early as 06, 07, just a couple of things,
The Facebook song
right? But the
was a big
but
one.
that video, the T-shirt war, the thing that really put that on the map was Ray William Johnson talking about it.
Wow,
Oh.
that's
Yeah.
a different era, man.
Yeah, and so he talked about it on
Wow.
Equals 3 and ripped us a new one in a
But-
very friendly way. Like he was like,
Well,
it's cool, but you know, he did his
He did a shtick.
right.
Well, and he did it because he and Joe were friends. We had never met the
Yes,
guy,
right?
and Joe flew to New York and helped him with his setup. Have you ever met Joe?
No,
No.
You know who I'm talking about, right? Mystery Guitar Man. You don't know?
that's
He's early YouTube.
no.
Okay.
It's like he was like the stop motion guy. Like
We're new kids.
the first.
Yeah.
He was wave 1.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
but
You
you know Ray William Johnson.
Yeah, of course.
He like I know the name and I know what he used to do, but I never like watched him.
Really?
It was before.
Oh,
I was
man.
ever-
I mean, he pioneered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was everything he did, and he was like a. They were edit trick videos where he was the face of them, and he would. I don't know exactly what he's doing now.
He's doing stand up.
really?
No way.
Yeah.
He's doing
Whatever
stand-up?
happened? He just did his channel just kind of.
Well,
I think he wanted to
He
do other
moved
things,
on.
and then he
he
got.
pioneered doing weekly video schedule.
I
He was
mean,
one of those people that like really proved that like I'm gonna do this. My
Like a
video is gonna
show.
come out every week at this time.
And then he started getting substitute hosts, and then he gave the
No,
show over
You're talking
to.
about Ray now. I'm talking about Joe.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought we were
What?
talking
Who
about
are we
Ray.
talking about?
We were all
We're-
talking about
yeah.
Ray.
You already knew about
We were
Ray.
talking
I'm
about
telling
Ray.
you about the person you don't know about.
Okay.
Yeah, but in telling somebody about the person that they don't know about, I mean, I was there's no.
Why would you tell
We
somebody
were
about?
reminiscing.
Why would you tell somebody about the people they know about?
Because we don't really
Hila
know.
doesn't
Because
know.
Hila was saying that she
okay.
didn't really know about Ray.
Ray is.
Well,
is
I
a
think I
legend.
confused the conversation.
Joe's a legend too.
I'll take
whoever
the
he is.
fault.
Joe is the legend. Anyway, so Ray owed Joe a favor, and that's why he roasted our video.
But when you say
Which really-
roast, it was
Well, you know whatever you call what
He
Ray
wasn't-
did to videos.
okay.
He'd
Yeah.
show the video and he'd kind of make fun of it.
Did it rub you guys wrong? Because you say roast like ooh.
He was the first person to publicly call us hipsters, and I hadn't heard the term.
Has that stuck? That stuck.
Yeah, we,
Since that
we
day.
embodied it.
Yeah, we were like,
after hearing
okay,
it.
now I know what I'm going for.
right.
But I literally remember I was like, is that an insult? I don't. It must be because he's calling us hipster.
That's pretty
That's so
original
funny.
usage of that word that long ago, hipster.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Kinda started,
cutting edge, man.
He's
didn't
on
know
the
what
edge
it
of
was.
everything. Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
your point?
Who
Right, I'm
knows?
not
There's
sure.
no point. That's
You
all.
know that was
Well,
was one of the moments.
Those days.
Those were the good old days.
Those were the days of viral videos. we don't really have viral videos anymore. Do you notice that?
Yeah,
Like back in
we
the day,
definitely noticed.
50.
You talking about us personally? Yeah, we get it.
Back in the day, videos used to get 50 million views. That doesn't really happen anymore.
Even, I mean, the past 12 months, things have changed significantly with the, what getting traction on a video means,
Oh yeah,
It's, you got any theories?
I got theories.
We can't even go there.
People are sick of hearing me monologue
Yeah.
and conspiracy theory about YouTube. I got theories for days. I have you should see my room. It's
You
like
can
a
write a
beautiful
book
mind.
by now.
There's red yarn and shit. I've got Google Analytics printed out and Sharpied.
Do you have to sleep in that room, or did you give him another space for that?
I'm deep in that room.
She's
I used to be like, oh, it's a conspiracy. And now I'm fully like, I believe everything.
She's like Charlie in the mailroom. Always Sunny. Always Sunny Philadelphia reference.
Yeah, but I mean, you're 100% right. It's a different game. I mean, I think that.
How's it affected you guys?
Well, it's interesting because starting in November, when GMM became one of YouTube's originals, not like a YouTube Red, but a YouTube original, they started financing the show.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know how long that will continue, but at least, towards the end of last year, there were two things that were happening. I think there was. We've always sold a lot of integrations. Like branding has been a huge part of what we do.
I remember, yeah.
And that it became more and more difficult to sell integrations for some reason.
Really?
It's like
You mean the sponsors themselves were no longer interested, or something else?
It just seemed that whereas you go back 2-3 years ago, everybody was having to turn down.
I remember you
all
guys,
kinds of opportunities.
Sure.
And then 12 to 18 months ago, it seemed like that market kind of changed. And I don't know if it was related to people being nervous about YouTube content or whatever. Obviously, our stuff has never been anything that anybody should be scared of. But
Sure, yeah, you especially.
But we supplemented all that with, doing buddy system, writing a book, doing a tour. We started just kind of branching out. So we didn't really feel it. And then at the end of last year, when YouTube started financing the show, it's like, well, now we get paid a flat fee to make the show. It doesn't really matter
How it does.
Right. Obviously, we're doing everything we can to make it as.
It's your personal thing. You want it to do well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
In the
creation.
long term, it matters. In the short
Yeah.
term, it's
So it's been interesting. I feel like because, and also with we just diversified a lot in the past 2 years with merchandise and a lot of other things. So it wasn't just relying on YouTube ad revenue and then just integrations, but that whole business has changed. We've just kind of moved out of the way right at the right time. But I don't know. It's very difficult to figure out what's going on because they say all the advertisers are moving from traditional to digital. But
Where are they at?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see that.
I often think that too. Where are they at? Yeah, I don't know. I feel the same thing happened to us right when the adpocalypse hit. We went from making a lot of money to barely enough
we're not
to pay
gonna
our
cover
bills.
the bills within 2 weeks,
Right.
which was the scary part. Like you think you can have some sort of a plan, even though things are never like for sure. We thought, well,
I was like, well, worst case scenario, we'll make this much, and then when it hit, we're making like a quarter of what we thought was worth. Well, at any
but
rate,
it was good because it pushed us to diversify, like you guys, like
Right.
you just said that you guys ended up doing a book and a tour and
Yeah, I mean, we had seen people doing that stuff for years, doing like fan clubs and Patreons and all
Do you
kinds of
guys do
stuff.
that? You guys do Patreon?
we had one, but we closed it after
once our channel got big,
we
we
started
closed
making
it.
like a living, I guess, like a comfortable living.
That's always been our
That's
perspective on
interesting.
it. You
Yeah,
know?
I'm
Yeah.
interested in your perspective on that.
Yeah, there are different views about it.
I personally look. My thing with Patreon is that a lot of people call it a scam. Okay, people go that far. Like Philly D, for example. A lot of people say he's scamming people with his Patreon. I think that's ridiculous. You can't. Patreon's like the most transparent thing ever. Like everybody knows what they're getting themselves into, right? You're giving people money. That's the thing. Personally, I would if I had sponsors and a ton of views and of comfortable living that I was already providing everything I needed for myself and my employees, I wouldn't open a Patreon. I mean, it's a little disingenuous, I would say at best, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's how we've seen it in the past. Is that this is a thing that if you can't figure out another way to do it, but I think that the conversation we've been having lately is, well, you could do something like that if the people who were paying into that were getting something special that no one else could get.
Yeah.
And that, and,
So
it's,
I think that's
and not in a perk sort of way, but in a Patreon is just a lane for a certain a new service. It is a subscription service for something that you would be getting.
which I think because for people,
so it's separate. It's not to take the place or to bolster what I'm doing over here where I'm already making a good living.
yeah, because if you're like, because the whole concept at the beginning was like, if you give us this much money, we'll be able to make this many videos. Well, once your videos are being financed by somebody else, you can't justify that.
Exactly.
So, it's more like the Rooster Teeth model.
Do they have a Patreon?
No,
They
they
have
have
their
like
own
a subscription.
They have a
model.
subscription model, and they've been doing that for years. It's like you go to the Rooster Teeth channel, and you'll be like, there's a lot of content.
Yeah.
Some of it really pops, and a lot of it doesn't. But it's like the people who are fans are so hardcore committed fans.
What I would say is, if someone in like your guys' position, for example, wanted to make a Patreon, I would say make your own platform.
Yeah, we
so
had
that
this,
it's clearly a service.
We had this discussion with Philly D here on the podcast because he gets a lot of criticism.
He thinks of it as a service. Like
yeah,
you
that's
guys do.
exactly. He also brought up Rooster Teeth as an example, and I think we both were saying that I think like using Patreon has the context that comes with it.
Yeah.
you
Okay.
know?
I understand that.
And I feel like maybe the
I see what you
new
mean.
thing would be people creating their own platform to
It's
give
better
that
way
service.
anyway for
I don't
you
know.
guys, or
Unless
anyone.
Patreon kind of gets a new connotation.
Well,
but right
they could,
now
they could
it's-
probably do a thing where it was Patreon, but it was white labeled so that it was your website or whatever.
Yeah.
And so the mechanics behind the scenes were
powered
the
by
same
them.
thing.
Like a
but,
shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
You know,
You guys out there?
that
You
might
listening to
already
this or what?
it may already exist.
That's too good of an idea.
Yeah.
like Blanktreon.
I think if people have something to offer and people are willing to pay for it, then it's a beautiful transaction where everybody's whole and pure, and
Right.
there's nothing to complain
And
about.
then because
But it's-
you never know what's going to happen. I mean,
Completely. Yeah.
right? Because I mean, we had a great year last year. Did new things that worked. We do a lot of new things that don't work. The GMM is still an ongoing experiment. The expansion. We're well aware of that. So you never know. Like this time next year, what are we going to be saying? Like how big is our team going to be? Who knows? So it's just like a portfolio. You don't want to have it all in one place.
Definitely. I think the biggest issue, like Hila was saying, was just the context of it. Like it's something that's marketed as, and how a lot of people use it. It's like I get 100,000 views per video, and I have 100,000 subscribers, and maybe I get $1,000 a month from AdSense. But I want to do this full time, and you guys want me to do it full time, so you're going to pay me. That's the context of it. So when you try to use it a different way, I think that you can get criticized by people because you've seen as taking handouts.
Yeah.
So it's important to brand it in the appropriate way, I would say.
Yeah.
With that being said, let's diversify this portfolio.
Yeah.
And cut it to the MeUndies and our other sponsors. So we'll be right back after this brief break. Thank you, and God bless. Thank you to 4Hymns for sponsoring this episode of the H3 Podcast. I'm just going to put this bluntly. Does your dick work? Do you wish your dick worked better? Well, sexual performance issues are more common than you think. Over 25% of new ED cases are guys under the age of 40. What a shame.
What's ED?
Erectile dysfunction, Hila. It's when your dick don't work. Well, let me tell you, 40% of men age 40 struggle from not being able to get and maintain an erection. Even the world's greatest actors can't fake one. I guess you can't fake it as a guy because there is a climax for guys that is lacking in females. Can't fake that. Even the world's greatest actor. Why do guys turn to weird solutions or do nothing when they can get medicine and make it work again? God created medicine, and therefore God wants you to have an erection. I don't know. 4Hymns.com, a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, sexual wellness for men. Thanks to science, you can take care of your ED. Hims is bringing medical-grade solutions directly to guys in need. Medical-grade solutions, real licensed doctors offering well-known generic equivalents to name-brand prescriptions to give your erection, take away the dysfunction from your erection. It's going to be hard, real hard, and real easy to get it. Not an herbal supplement. Subscription solutions backed by science. One ED pill, starting with a V, just came off of patent December 11th, and this is a game changer if you catch their drift. I do. Viagra. They're talking about Viagra. I don't know if I'm not supposed to say that, but there's no waiting room. There's no awkward doctor visit. There's no lines. Save hours by going to forhims.com. It's so easy. You just answer a couple questions. A doctor will confidentially review. Bob, boop, Beb's your uncle, and bang, you got a boner. Severe ED isn't just an issue for ritual guys in bathtubs. It affects men in their 30s and 40s too. So guys, hard made easy. Say hello to your little friend. Go to forhims.com/H3ED. Yes, that's H3ED. I love that URL. That's forhims.com/H3ED. Try Hims for 1 month today for just $5. We'll get you started with just $5 while supplies last. See website for full details. This would cost hundreds of dollars if you went to a doctor or pharmacy. Forhims.com/H3ED. Let's just, come on, the world's a better place when dicks stay hard. They get hard easy and they stay hard fast and furious, boy. So if you're in the market for, did that feel, I mean, hey, it's a problem.
I didn't say
It's a problem. Guys, don't take the medicine and have a good time, man. Life's too short. Thanks for Hims. And thank you to MeUndies. Yes, I love MeUndies because they make the softest freaking underwear this land has ever had. Oh my God. It's so soft and cozy. I'm kind of a voluptuous man. I got a thick waist. And when I wear normal underwear, it can chafe. It feels awful. But this don't chafe me because it's the softest material ever made. It's made from modal, all right? You want to look good in your underwear and be comfortable, right? But that perfect balance is hard to find. Don't sacrifice style or comfort because MeUndies.com and you can find the best pair of underwear in the world. MeUndies will be the most comfortable pair of underwear you will ever own. Made from sustainably forced, naturally soft fabric that is 3 times softer than cotton. Feel that and then feel your shirt, Hila. Tell me which is softer. Easily. Give me this. Ooh, this is kind of hot. Which way does this go?
It's for women. Which way does this go?
I don't know if that. Interesting.
Pretty normal.
Do they not have
stuff.
do they not have thongs for guys? Maybe I want to
That's
show off
not
my
a
thickness.
That's a normal.
I like to wear my
underwear.
thongs backwards so it splits my nuts right down the middle. And I like it to be soft when I do. Now, MeUndies for the fellas. MeUndies diamond seamed patch cradle your jewels and give your stuff what?
Your jewels.
They've got diamond seamed pouch cradles for your jewels to give you the support you need without feeling too tight. That's what I was saying, essentially. Ladies, you'll love the soft, eco-friendly fabric. So soft and touchable, and you don't have any balls that get split right down the middle. Your loss. 100% satisfaction guarantee. They guarantee you will love these undies or your money back. You've got nothing to lose by trying it. You've got a drawer full of underwear. You start the morning, you take one out, you don't care which pair it is. Well, here's my promise to you. Try these MeUndies pairs. You've got no risk because it's free shipping and money back guaranteed. When the morning comes, you're going to open that drawer and you're going to go for it every time. This, incidentally, is not male underwear. Once again.
Here.
This time, you're going to go for it every time, and you'll be like, man, my MeUndies is clean. This is such a good day. Right now, MeUndies has an exclusive offer just for our listeners. Get 20% off your first pair and free shipping. That's right. MeUndies is so sure you're going to love their underwear. You get 100% satisfaction guarantee. So go to MeUndies.com/H3. That's MeUndies.com/H3. It's a limited time offer, so what are you waiting for? Start wearing the best underwear of your life. It changed my life. And it's time to let MeUndies change yours. MeUndies.com/H3 right now. Thank you to MeUndies for sponsoring us and for Hims. This is like the whole package, man. Get a new dick, get some new undies. You're going to be a new man. Support our sponsors if you want to support the show. Thank you so much. Let's get right back into it, shall we? Welcome, everybody, to the H3 Podcast Live here with Rhett and Link. I was just telling the cast as you guys were in the bathroom, it's kind of surreal to be sharing the table with you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are legends, man. I mean, God.
I had one of those moments when we were doing the video, your video, and we were like on it.
When we were in the restroom right now, is that what you
Yes. We were talking compliments behind your back.
No,
No,
she was
but
with
I-
us in the restroom.
Oh, yeah, she wasn't.
I was just thinking how surreal it is because we used to watch you so long ago, and now it's like we're here together.
Well, let me give you guys some perspective on you.
Oh, no.
You kissed
I know
our,
what he's gonna
kissed our
say.
ass a little bit. we're gonna kiss your ass. a little bit.
No.
No, really. Because it's funny because I think that we don't end up watching a lot of YouTube now, right? I mean, we're making a lot of YouTube.
Yeah.
But and then when I see things that are working, when I see things that are popular, 99 times out of 100, I'm like, A, I don't know why. B, I wish it wasn't. Right?
C, I don't think it should be. Ooh,
That's the
say
same
that?
as B.
That's kind of
Okay.
the same.
It's a little redundant. But I remember the first.
Is this D? Are you now on
No,
D?
I moved past that.
Okay.
The first video of yours that I saw was when I mean, I think I saw the whole the vape nation
Yeah.
thing. Like it's like I probably saw that in like GIF form at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that made
And I
its
was like,
rounds.
that dude's funny. But then the first time I understood what you were doing was when you had iDubbbz on, who like he came over to your house or whatever.
Dog noises.
Yeah, I can't remember. It was
Oh, it was probably the
The-
colorblind one where he climbed
About
up the
Logan Paul?
balcony.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I watched that. So I started it. It may have been trending. I don't know how I found it.
It wasn't.
So okay, it wasn't trending.
What was the title on that
It
video?
was Seeing
Seeing
Colors
Colors
for the first time, I think.
Yeah. So I watched that. It was like 17 minutes long or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first thing I'm thinking, because the producer, we always evaluate things as a producer. The first thing I'm like, wow, why did they make it so long? And I'm like, but I've been watching it the whole time. And then I was like, Link, come in here. And I was like, this is incredible.
I
Oh my
came in
God.
there and I was like, first I was like, why are you watching YouTube at work? You know we don't do that.
Right.
And then he started it over and I was like,
I started
this
it over
is 17
Oh my
minutes.
God.
and watched
What, do you think I got
watched
17
the whole
minutes?
thing with it. I
That's
wasted over a
unbelievable.
half hour watching your video.
Freaking watched it twice.
And then I was like,
I watched it
but then
once, the second time.
But then I started looking and seeing that it was working. Like people were watching. I was like, this makes me feel good.
I'm like, and I'm,
It makes
I'm
me feel good that something that
yeah.
I understand and something that I appreciate and is legitimately funny, and also legitimately innovative. Like it was innovative.
It broke. Well, specifically, it broke the rules. It was long. It did not deliver on the title and the thumbnail. I was like, there's this guy trying to get into this guy's house, and he can't get in this way, and then
the
he's
fact
making
that
him
it took
go.
you so long to get into
Yeah.
your home.
That was the. And
I
it
was like, I love everything about this.
Yeah, I loved every second of it, and I was. I don't know. It's like it's that moment where you feel, oh, now they've got it.
Yeah,
That may
Well,
mean we don't have it
yeah.
anymore.
Honestly,
It's like a threat, you know.
yeah.
Well-
when you've been doing it as long as we have, it's like there's this feeling that like you. We're both. Oh, you're about to be 40. I'm 40.
She got laughed at. All right. Oh, you're already there.
Yeah, and you're always you're always asking the question: is our best work behind us? Even though I really believe it's in front of us, I really believe that. If I was
Trying to
giving
give
you
me-
a 5, but I'll take it. And so then you see things, But to me, it wasn't. For me, it wasn't.
It
a
wasn't-
threat.
it
I'm
wasn't an
threatened
active
by
threat.
I'm threatened by
It
the
was so-
stuff
that
that
was
I
a-
don't understand and can't
Right.
explain, and makes me discouraged about just the platform. To see certain things, I won't name names. To see certain things that get so big, and then you're just like,
Yeah.
is this really what this platform is rewarding right now?
Well,
That really sucks. But I had the complete opposite reaction when I
That's-
saw you guys.
That's amazing.
Well, let
to
me
hear.
say that it wasn't. I didn't perceive you guys as an active threat. I just,
I know
from a
what you
psychological
mean.
perspective, I think that I think that was something that happened emotionally.
Yeah.
Because of fears that you have of maintaining relevance and making a living and, being able to continue to do something, used to.
I think it always happens when you're doing something creative and then you see something really good and you're like, whoa.
You don't know how to.
Could I do that?
Well,
But I think the bigger thing was
Not to
was
say that.
it felt. The thing I loved about it was A, it was very funny, and B, it broke all the rules. Meaning C, and maybe I'll get to a D. It made me feel like you're making exactly what you wanted to make. You're not. It starts to eat away at us when we feel like we're playing a game. We're like trying to win a game of YouTube. It's.
Everyone feels like that. It's a rat race.
It's like playing a game where the rules are constantly changing.
So when somebody wins by doing something that there's no way you could have been playing the game, that's what it felt like as a viewer. So then I was left with, wow, they must just be legitimately expressing themselves. That I'm envious of that. So it wasn't. So threaten may be a deep thing,
if it makes
but like
you feeling better.
A surface thing was like jealousy that like, oh now. Man, I wish we could just do exactly what was on our brains right now, but we got to run it through all these filters, and we got to talk about the thumbnails. And then I guarantee you that conversation devolved into a bitter discussion over the amount of time that we would spend on titling and thumbnailing. We always complain about that. It's like, okay, it's you work hard to make this movie, and then the only thing that really matters is the DVD cover art.
Right.
I hate it so much.
It is quite.
I'm the one who makes the thumbnails.
Well, first of all,
it.
let me just say, if it makes you feel any better, I think a lot of our fans watching it right now are saying to themselves, "Yeah, that was the last good video they made."
Golden age.
So,
well, that was my D.
That was kind of a yeah. Thank you. I think that video was kind of just a beautiful moment where things lined up for us, and we had a great collaboration with iDubbbz too, who was super funny. But I'll say that one of my favorite formats of videos we've made, and it's hard to find good people to make it with, is this format where somebody comes for some reason. Like we made one with Steve-O. I don't know if you guys saw it. I thought that one worked really well too. Yeah. Would you guys want to make a video like that, where you barge into my house to react to something, and then we go on some absurd journey together?
I would love
that. That's the template.
I would love to do that.
Link is giving me lukewarm, not in.
He's giving you.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
We would love to do that, but I'm afraid to commit because
because you only can do things between the window of 7 and 9 p.m.
Right. I hate saying no. And I think in the new year, I think I'm not going to use the R word, but
what's the R word?
Resolution.
Oh
wow, you're so
I know,
sophisticated.
we're in February now, so you definitely can't use a New Year's resolution.
It's too late. Yeah.
But this has been the year so far of trying to recapture our own ability to be creative outside of a timeline and a structure and a schedule. And it makes it really hard to say yes to anything else. So that's why I got this look on my face. It's like, I hate saying no to things that you want to do. That's very difficult.
But you don't want to say a fake yes, which I appreciate.
And I just said I would love to do that, which is 100%
that's true.
honest.
You know what? And I, on the other side of the table, didn't expect to ever make that video either. I would love to, but life is tricky. Shredder, are you destroying our set?
Wow,
He's shredding.
He's revealing. He's like, it's like Toto and the Wizards of Oz. He's like, what's behind that curtain?
It's just a wall.
Yeah, sadly there's no magician there. Well, I would love to make that video with you guys.
Yeah,
if it ever.
Well, let's have a tentative commitment that'll happen in the next 36 months.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I'll go for that.
I'll find an evergreen video. I'll pitch you guys an idea, and then you can think about it.
Okay. Yeah.
And
that's the best way to do it.
I need just one afternoon.
You just get the ball rolling.
Or evening.
Yeah.
Toss the ball over the fence. That's how you get it going.
But you guys all have families, so is the weekend? Is it? How do you say sacred?
Pretty sacred.
Yeah. That's got to be.
They're so sacred.
How many kids you guys have?
That's good.
2 and 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Vasectomies.
Yeah, not anymore. Yeah, that's it. We're stuck on that number forever.
Yeah. Speaking of vasectomy video, love that one.
Oh, you did watch that one?
That just blew my mind. I was like, because to me, you guys were talking about like, how is he doing this? That was kind of one of those videos, right? Where you guys broke the rules. You made a video where you both went and got vasectomies together, and it's
And
one
your
of your
videos are so family
yeah.
friendly,
I mean, you
brand
guys
friendly.
showed the fucking.
It's anti-family.
You showed the lube.
Yeah.
Or you showed
This
the tube.
one.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was no longer
mangled-
attached.
The mangled
Yeah.
tube that connects your scrotum to your penis. I
You
don't know
felt
what
like
goes
that
on
was
down there.
edgy for us.
Yes,
Yeah, it was.
It was
Yeah.
edgy to pull it off, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I mean, it's funny.
If you posted that today, I think it would be demonetized.
That's actually.
Oh, wow.
That's probably.
But maybe age restricted even.
Because of that
Yeah.
shot?
No,
Or
just the whole
premise?
thing. Just the whole
Just
premise.
saying vasectomy.
Well, do you think?
A lot of
okay,
dick talk.
Let's talk. Let's talk conspiracy theory. Let's talk.
Please.
You know.
Now you're in my fucking. Now you're in my world, boy.
Because I think to me, I think that the driving force.
Shredder pooped and he's eating it.
Oh my god, are you serious?
All right, let's.
Dan?
Dad, help!
Shredder, why you gotta eat it, man? I mean, I understand
This is
doing it.
He has this awful habit. You could
Well,
really
you
call.
know, there's some animals that double digest things.
He's not one of
he's
them.
That's a cow, man.
He has once. He has once.
Maybe an antelope?
Oh Christ, Shredder. He has once ate his shit and then puked it out, and it was a puke shit, and it was really one of the most awful things I've ever seen.
Oh.
Oh, Shredder. I love you, but you eat your own shit. And,
Yeah, man. He was just licking my face a second ago.
Oh, this guy catching a whiff here. Do we cut this part, or do we let it ride?
Oh, we let it ride.
It's riding.
Yeah, this is what the people pay for.
How
man.
can you be so cute and so disgusting at once? Like, Windex ain't gonna help. Ain't gonna help with that
Find the
one.
nearest
Windex
blue
on it.
spray and spray it on.
I mean, you can't see, but they're currently spraying Windex.
Yeah, man. He's such a sweet dog. But
If you'll notice, Ethan has not moved from his seat to try to help in any way at all.
look, someone's got to man this ship.
That's right. Yeah, I understand.
That's what I say.
Yeah, we'd be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it
you
is
are
your dog.
professionals too.
It
You
is
know?
your dog.
coming
I mean,
back.
just give us the topic.
Okay, so they've got it under control.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
It's already past the time.
Yeah,
Hila, you're doing a great job.
Ethan is trying to give positive reinforcement to cover up his insecurity with not helping in any way.
yeah, I think it's.
I wish I
totally
could
fine
give
at this
my-
point.
How do you make a dog not eat its shit?
That is
My dog has
that is a
never
good
done
question.
that. It's
kind
a
of dog
breed
you got?
thing.
Yeah, I know Yorkies apparently are curious. They're into scat.
Is that something he'll grow out of?
Some grow out of it, I've read online, and that makes me concerned. I don't like some.
Some don't.
Because I have a feeling he likes it a lot. Like, he likes eating shit a lot, and that makes me
Well,
worried.
maybe, you know what? Maybe you just let him do it. You ever thought about that?
He
don't
pukes.
like it. It's so
he pukes.
gross.
It's not good for him.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
And he brings it inside. He goes on the couch. He carries shit like, oh, I'm so happy. I've got my new favorite chew toy.
When he pukes it, does he insist on going outside to puke it? Because that seems like a good closed system.
He's cleaning up his
No.
stuff.
No,
You know?
no.
No, he poops outside and then he brings it inside. Isn't that strange?
and then pukes it.
And then pukes it
It's a gift.
on one of his blankets. It was so disgusting. I had to hose it outside and
Yeah.
leave it outside.
He's just
dry.
trying to offer you guys a gift. This could be a formative period in your relationship. You got to
Just take a nibble.
This very well.
Just accept his graciousness.
Okay, so back to the
Conspiracy theory, yeah.
So, I
Oh,
think
that was your diversion to not have to go back
Yeah,
to it.
we're
What
back.
is this?
I'm not even going to say conspiracy because I'm going to let you fuel the conspiracy. I'm going to give you the perspective. So, one of the things that we talked about is it seems like most of the trends on things that end up popping on YouTube right now, it's driven by.
Shredder's terrorizing it. He's got a lot of cup.
All right, I think we can't keep him.
Here, let me just put this here.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
So you guys, this is your first child. You've got like
Yeah.
your new parents.
We're running around.
You've got to set boundaries, guys. You've really got
But
to
he's
figure
so
this out.
cute.
I
How
understand.
do you
like,
discipline a little-
I am wrapped around my dog's finger. Trust me.
Link's dog has
I
no
understand.
discipline. Link's dog can't do anything.
I understand.
That's when I first got him. I was like, we're not going to feed him human food. We're going to put him in his cage. We're going to do this right. Good disciplined dog. It's good for everyone.
Yeah.
He doesn't even eat his food anymore because he's waiting for us to feed him. He hasn't eaten today because he's waiting for us to give him like food.
Steak.
Oh, see,
Really?
It's
too late.
you got to hit the reset button now.
Yeah.
Dogs
Never.
don't have
It's
one
not
of
too
those.
late.
What do I?
mean, or just get a second dog.
It's right on the taint. That's where
What
the
does that
reset
mean?
button
Just
is.
like restart, as in get a new dog?
No, add a second dog,
How does that help?
and you won't care about either one as much because you won't be able to.
You don't have that much love.
I mean, I'm just
To give.
applying
You have
what
to-
I learned about
you have
having
to
actual
divide your
human
love up.
children.
Everybody says that you're
This is
gonna,
my experience.
Yeah, you've only got so much love, and you divide it up amongst your kids.
Then you care less, and you're like,
Right,
that
right.
feels better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People have more
Yeah.
kids love each child less.
I mean,
I have this amount of love to give.
That is a fact.
My
We
mom
did
would
it-
disagree.
we did it with actual humans. I mean, you shouldn't feel bad at all doing it with a dog.
Somehow I feel like because he's so cute and innocent and blameless, it's harder with him. Even though I don't have a kid, so who knows?
Right.
Babies, they have it coming.
I don't know if he's
Oh,
blameless or always cute. I just watched him eat his own feces.
But, you know, his intentions were good.
Yeah, I believe that.
As Rhett said, he probably just wanted to share.
You should never tell. What am I doing telling somebody else how to parent
Yeah,
their
of
children?
course.
No, I mean, listen.
That's like the rule number one.
Listen.
I'm sorry. I'll hit the
Maybe you're
reset
right.
button. I'm not telling you how to parent.
All right, let's hit the
Okay.
reset button.
Reset button.
Conspiracy,
Yeah,
man.
conspiracy theory.
The thing that's driving popularity and views on YouTube right now are the tastes and habits of children.
Thank you for
Yes.
acknowledging that, because that's something that most people don't understand. Because you said, for example, like when I see something popular, I don't understand why. And my answer, which has held true throughout the time, and I always say, is kids. It's kids.
Right. And now we have to be careful how we talk about this, because a lot of people just assume because Good Mythical Morning is generally family friendly. We approach and cross some lines, but it's PG-13 at worst.
yeah.
A lot of people just were like, well, your show's for kids. Well, if you look at the analytics on GMM, the number one demo is 18 to 24. The number two demo is 25 to 34. And the number three demo is the 13 to 17 is the younger crowd. We do have a lot of kids who watch just because of the nature of the show. So, because people will be like, well, you guys are making a kid show. Well, we're not. We're making a show that's accessible to kids, but it's not for kids. That's not
I
the
completely agree.
intention.
I mean, Post Malone, for example, he watches
Yeah.
every day. God bless his soul.
Right. And
He does, by the way.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I knew he was a fan, but when he started calling out specific things from episodes, I was like, he really is a fan.
Yeah.
He's told me he watched you guys every morning.
I know. I
Yeah.
turned to him when he was on the show in between things, and I was like, man, it is really nice to have somebody on the show that's cool, who likes the show.
That
knows
is
what it is.
No, I mean,
like that feels good.
yeah, someone like him, he's a cool
Right.
man.
And the episode with him was great.
Oh,
The
yeah.
I want to ask you guys
episodes-
about that.
He's
but-
great.
But
So-
let's reset button.
But you
Yeah.
see all
Back
these
to-
things that are working, and you're like, it is the tastes of kids. It's what they want. I have a 9-year-old, and he has a 9-year-old cousin back in North Carolina, and like I saw the stuff that they were bringing up on YouTube when kind of left to their own devices back around Christmas.
What was it? You don't want to say? Can I take a guess?
I think we all know.
Was it Logan Paul?
No, I wouldn't let my kids watch the Pauls.
It wasn't
So-
the Pauls. Was it the Gums?
It was something that
I don't know
It was
that.
something.
Rice Gum?
No, it was something that was for 9-year-old. It was totally family friendly, but it was like lots of like lots of yelling, and I'm saying things in a way that so kids will listen to me, and doing things that kids enjoy. And you know what?
Okay, interesting. Sure.
And I don't have anything.
Doing some things that we do on our show,
But
then
doing them in a
packaging it-
way that is obviously packaged for very small children to
pandering.
pay
Yeah.
attention, kids.
right.
And I don't have anything against that kind of content. But what I have a problem with is when that kind of content is driving all the dynamics of the platform that I'm
Yeah.
trying to make a living on. And for you guys, if you're doing something that is it's not as broadly accessible. I mean, obviously there are kids who watch, but it's just like it's more adult oriented than the stuff that we do.
Yeah, for sure.
It's stuff that is more likely to be demonetized under certain rules. It's just like I just don't understand I don't know what the solution is, but I think the problem is that everything, so much of what's being driven by these tastes of what kids want, and so therefore you just get things that become unwatchable to adults. And then,
Well, devil's advocate here for a second, but isn't YouTube doesn't everybody have the power to upload a video? Of course. Doesn't everybody have the power to find an audience?
No. No,
I'm not
because
saying- I'm
because
just
if
saying
you make,
for
if
the
you make
sake of
certain
discussion.
It's
Yeah.
like technically
not-
on paper, yes.
On
No.
paper.
But it's more
no,
complicated.
but if you make certain
There's-
content that is demonetized, then
Yeah.
no, you don't have the same power as somebody who doesn't have their videos demonetized.
I would say back in the day, that was true. There was a pure democratic process of like the best rises to the top. But in today's world, YouTube backend is controlled by machines and classifiers and algorithms that the people that work in YouTube probably don't even understand how they work, right? They give them information and then it's machine learning, right? So they watch a million videos and then they have all these really complicated algorithms. They show videos to average users and this one got less clicks and this one got less watch time. And it's just this huge, unfathomable, no human could understand it, huge working machine. And there's just way more kids on YouTube than there are adults.
And they sit there and they'll watch the same video over and over again.
Yeah.
A lot of videos will get kids. The way they listen to music is they'll put one song on and they'll listen to it 40 times in a row. Right. That's
Yeah.
what children do.
Yeah.
Adults don't do that. Normal adults don't do that. Well-adjusted adults don't
Interesting.
do
So
that.
you're saying
Was that a shot at me? Because I don't do that.
No. And so I'm saying that I have observed children watching YouTube videos, and they get into
Which, by the way,
loops.
we do not recommend. Don't watch kids watch YouTube.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
go
That's
ahead.
like a whole layer. Away.
They
Like the
get-
video's bad enough.
Right.
They get into loops, so they'll click on the next
is
flashy
your- is
video,
your-
and they'll watch the same thing over and over
Is your
again.
theory that there's people rewatching videos and it's fudging the numbers?
Well, I think definitely that's part of it.
Yeah.
How else do you get the shit that really blows my mind is like these toy channel reviews, and we talked about how there's
Oh,
no
yeah.
viral videos anymore. These have like 100 million freaking views.
Repeat
dude.
views is a huge. I don't know what percentage, but I remember the way we thought about. We had these. We were talking about the other day. We had this Baby Einstein was this thing that was. It's probably still
So
around.
it was a DVD. I mean, I had VHS copies that were given to us when Lily was a baby. She's 14 now.
Yeah, so we would put the kids down in front of this. It was just this DVD where kids would be playing with stuff and
It was footage of hands playing with
Hands
toddler
playing
toys,
with toys.
with classical music.
because it was called Baby Einstein, we
Wait, this
thought it
is
was
on-
making our kids smarter.
It's a DVD series.
Okay, this shit trips me out. How does YouTube or the DVD people, whoever, how do they decide that this person with hands or this person playing with Spider-Man and Elsa or whatever is better? Like what subtle weird shit that I don't understand. Are these like masterminds, like evil geniuses who play with the Barbie doll the right way that end up getting 100 million views? Then there's
Well,
10,000
I don't
people trying to
underst-
do the same thing.
I don't know
and
who
not getting
figured it out
views.
to begin with, but I do know that they took the same principle. And listen, I would take a DVD and we'd be on vacation. I might have just brought one, right? Well, I
They
could put
didn't
that
care.
thing on and my kids would watch it 5 times in a row. And I feel horrible as a parent for having let my kids
Yeah.
watch that much screen time at that time. But sometimes when
You
you have
got to.
kids, that's just the only way you can
need to
escape.
pacify 'em, yeah.
And but
Sometimes they eat their own feces.
right.
And you
But
find a
that's
way to
the
justify it.
principle that's operating, the same
Right, that's right.
principle that's operating in those 100
that we're
million
hitting that
views.
reset button.
Sorry.
That's where those 100 million views are coming from.
Yeah.
And I think it's, in one sense, it's a good thing, but if it's shaping everything else and it's influencing everything else, and listen, I don't have any answers. I don't know what the answer
So,
is.
Yeah.
in my
But-
opinion,
But I see what you mean. It's like all goes to one pool, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
the problem that I see on YouTube now that really grinds my gears, as they say, is the Paul brothers. The kid stuff doesn't bother me because here's how I see it. There's all these 8, 7, 6, 5-year-olds who are consuming so much content, and they're going to grow up someday, and they're going to be coming looking for our videos. The kids today, the 12, and that's true of the teenagers too, but the idols, the people that these people look up to, the Paul brothers, and
But that's kids too. That's young kids.
it is. It's
driving
Like, I would
that.
say it's like between 8 and 15.
Okay. Yeah.
These are like really awful people, as we've learned in the case of the Paul brothers. And before it became public knowledge, where we all were like, "Oh yeah, these guys are low character people," they were being promoted by YouTube. They had shows, they had movies, they were being recommended. They were, in my opinion, as far as I can tell, a very conscious effort was made to promote them because they knew that their appeal was so strong and undeniable. So I really do fear about like youth being corrupted in a way.
Well,
There's
so,
no filter. Like on television, you have
so
executives.
I agree with one part of that. So, and when I say kids, I guess I am including like 8 to 12, 8 to 13, 8 to 14, because I am thinking about not
Well,
just the toy videos, but I am talking about
Because
Paul brothers.
those are different.
they are
The
they're
toy videos are
different.
like 2,
That's
3,
like, that's
4-year-olds.
toddlers.
That's just
But but so in the way that a toddler will watch a toy video with very, very little discretion, a 12-year-old will watch the Paul brothers with no ability to see
they don't know what's
Beyond.
what character is, right?
Yeah.
And so and be able to see somebody who's just me. This is what I own. This is who I am. This is my world. This is my posse. You want to be a part of this.
Yeah.
Kids haven't developed a lot of kids haven't developed the moral compass yet.
Of course, yeah,
to
sure.
make decisions about, well, this is probably not the kind of person that I want to spend a lot of time
Sure.
buying their stuff and watching their content. And so, but your theory is that they've been, manually pushed.
No doubt. I mean, just look at Logan and Jake Paul were like the centerpiece of YouTube Rewind. Channels like us, I mean, well, there's huge channels that have been in the past 3 years, huge channels. You guys know, like Filthy Frank, for example, iDubbbz, channels like these have dominated entire years in terms of growth and views, and they're
They
not
would
even
not even
included.
be invited to.
Right.
to
And
Rewind.
meanwhile, Logan and Jake Paul are front and center. They're being offered shows. And, when you give someone a movie or a show through YouTube Red, generally they come with a certain amount of promotion. I personally have a conspiracy theory that there is some backroom chats about who to promote. And sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. When Vine collapsed, all these Viners came over and they all of a sudden just dominated the whole platform. Jake and Logan Paul were Viners. There's people like Liza Koshy, who I think is super talented. I love her. She has deserved success. But her growth was, in my opinion, unorganic.
Yeah.
Hers and all of her contemporaries.
And well, we're huge fans of hers as well.
Yeah.
And,
Huge fan.
And I think I put her in the category of someone that, first of all, I've met her and she's like a quality person.
Yep.
I have too, and I
have
agree.
to, yeah.
And also, her content is like, you get it, you see it, and you're like, this is like a special talent. This is a person that's got a special
She's so good.
talent,
Yeah.
and it's not something that just 12-year-olds are into. It's something that I can watch and be super entertained by. When it gets to theories about why something pops and why something doesn't pop, it's like, to me, it's like looking into just an abyss.
Well, I mean,
You know?
we can speak for the growth of Good Mythical Morning when it really started. The subscribers started to really gain exponentially a few years back. We went to YouTube headquarters and we made the rounds and meeting with
was
a lot of
before or
different
after?
departments. But after what?
After your huge explosion.
This
In
was
the middle
kind
of
of in
it.
the middle.
Okay.
In the middle of it.
okay.
So this was what, 4 years ago?
This is like probably 2015.
Okay, 3 years ago. The question, the point of us going up there was to collectively figure out how it was happening.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Because when you guys started exploding, was it just kind of like you were doing your thing, and then all of a sudden you're just like,
Yeah,
Boom.
the algorithm was tweaked, and it was we were talking to algorithm people. Like I was joking with them, who's going to show me the algorithm? I want to go into the room where the algorithm sits, and they were kind of laughing, but then they were like, well, we can't,
we don't mention that.
So a couple of people thought I wasn't joking, and they
but-
gave me the serious answer, which was,
But we did
we
go.
can't show you
We did
the
go.
algorithm.
No, but they
because
did.
there is.
No, they did. We went into the room with the engineers, and they were
Yeah,
like,
we went in there.
Here's the algorithm, and the guy turned his laptop around, and it was all this code, and then he turned it back
Yeah.
around to tease us.
You probably just hit like Control U or something on the web browser.
Yeah. I'm sure
I don't
it
know if
wasn't
he's screwing
anything.
with us. But my point is, I mean, in all those meetings that we had with the technical algorithm people, as well as, we met with so many people when we made the rounds that day in San Bruno, but it was trying to figure out what contributed to the success story.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were analyzing and trying to read the tea leaves of their own algorithm to figure it out. So there certainly wasn't one team that we met with that was like, yeah, we did it.
Yeah,
You know,
because
I mean, they're very, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not here to toe the line for anybody, but that's honestly the impression I got when we went up there. It was like, hey, check out, they did a presentation. Check out this amazing success of Good Mythical Morning in terms of watch time.
Like,
And you know, and then we were trying to figure it out in the room.
I find that interesting that you guys were looking outward instead of being like, "Hey, our show's great." And of course, was it that unbelievable?
Because it's
the
never
growth?
been that
Well,
simple. So for me, the analogy I like to think of is like an ecosystem, right? And you've got an ecosystem is constantly trying to reach equilibrium. Just you know, you've got an island that's got different animals, and those animals represent different channels, right? And it's being, but you've got humans who come in and they tinker with the ecosystem because they have the power to do that. And they make these little changes and they don't realize that, oh, well, if all of a sudden we, you know, kill some of these rats, then all of a sudden there'll be less cats and that's fitting in this analogy about YouTube. But so I think that sometimes people they're tinkering with things. So to play the devil's advocate and try to be a little sympathetic to that side of it, to the YouTube side of it, it's like, I think ultimately what they want is they want a healthy platform that's got that's rewarding people who are doing great content that's going to make them a lot of money, you know, and is going to please advertisers. Since now advertisers have suddenly said we demand to be associated with content that isn't going to compromise our brand, which I understand and respect that.
Me too. Sure.
But sometimes I think that you've got a lot of people working on this thing and pressing certain buttons
That's
and
certainly
moving,
true.
and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, there's this imbalance, and now this thing has
Right.
happened, and now we're a little bit embarrassed, and now we have to come out and do some PR things. So I can't imagine how difficult it is to manage it.
One thing I'll say for sure, there's a ton of different teams there, and they all don't really communicate with each other because it's such a big company. So what you're saying is definitely true. I think when around the time you guys blew up was around the time that a lot of channels blew up. It was kind of like a new wave. I think like PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye and Markiplier were all blowing up as well.
The switch to watch time.
Was that what it
Yeah.
was around that time?
Yeah.
And I think they were looking for shows like you guys. You guys were in the right place, right time. You were making great content, and it's what they wanted. I think
Definitely right. We've always said that it was right place, right time.
Yeah.
We've always.
But when you say they were looking for shows, I think what we understood was that nobody looked at our show and made any decision, because then they said, oh, what we want people to stay on the platform, so we're going to reward. This is what we were told, and it made sense. The algorithm has been adjusted to reward people staying on the platform. Videos that keep you watching YouTube videos, not even the same channel
on the platform.
So you don't abandon the video. You watch. You're retained through the video. If they're longer and you're retaining them, even better. So if it's a Let's Play or if it's two guys behind a desk, algorithm don't care as long as, oh wow, this is 12 minutes. 20 minutes?
Well, and then
you're clicking through
correct
another
it.
and another and another?
Because the first thing that blew up with the watch time algorithm was gaming channels, and then so all the Let's Plays got huge.
You know what I think
And
killed
then
it?
they tweaked it.
And
They tweaked it, and they made
it
it
was on
wasn't
the
gaming.
homepage.
It wasn't gaming channels. It was Leafy is Here. I think single-handedly killed
I don't
that
remember.
whole. By the way, when you guys were coming, I don't think they ever made any choices, and I think like the growth of channels like Leafy is Here is proof of that, because it was all about watch time is king. Have you know about him?
Yeah, so he's like he was he the guy who basically invented the Let's Playing and doing commentary at the same time?
Kind
He
of.
didn't
yeah.
invent it, but he popularized it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He would just talk over footage of video games.
Yeah.
But he was a real nasty guy.
Yeah.
He would make fun of kids and people with autism, and like he was just a real nasty guy, right? And he was blowing up. He was getting like I remember
He was posting every day.
Yeah, he was posting every day. But I remember one month he was getting like over 2-3 million subscribers in a month or something, or not that much, but it was insane, right? He was the fastest growing channel on YouTube for like 6 months, and everyone was just like, man, this guy is fucking awful.
Yeah.
He's a really trashy dude. I feel like they directly reacted to that because Let's Plays inherently aren't a like existential threat, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, and if you know, and basically.
Well, I remember thinking that I cut you off. Go ahead.
Well, everything that we've ever been told is that it is the algorithm, and that is the sole, force behind this thing. And it's as difficult as that is to believe. It seems like if that is the case, then if you've got one person who's sort of screwing that up for all Let's Plays, then they've got to make a change to the algorithm, but then everyone gets swept up in that change as opposed to just targeting that one person. Yeah. So it does kind of make sense when you see certain genres suddenly, and it may be, and if all of a sudden the apocalypse thing is rewarding the safest, most, kid-friendly content, it makes sense that a kid unboxing toys is going to get 100 million views. It's not that simple, obviously, but
it does seem like now, though, to go back to your original point, that there is kind of there's very doom and gloom right now, I feel like, on YouTube. And in the sense of what people are watching, too. And I don't know, I get frustrated with YouTube because they actively ignore content that's geared towards adults. They don't promote it. They don't give, and I can't say like they exclude it from the algorithm. I wouldn't say anything that dramatic, but they certainly don't give them YouTube Red shows or movies or any of the other service that they give to other people like Logan and Jake Paul, for example. And
or us.
Or you guys, but I don't know if it's an age thing or a family friendly thing, but either way, they're such like pussies. I don't know. It's just annoying. It's like it used to be the Wild West. It used to
what
be
do you
so
want?
great. Are you offering? You got connections? Let's make it happen. No, I don't. I want to see more adult content. I agree.
Well, what do you? Because I remember the very beginning of the apocalypse, and I guess it was I can't remember. The video was offensive for some like. It was racist or something. I can't remember.
You mean the PewDiePie video that
not that. But the very first some brand
the
was
very
like,
first thing, it was actual ISIS.
It was an ISIS.
It was an ISIS.
Which, let's be honest, pretty bad place to put ad.
So
ISIS
obviously,
video.
So this is not something that any brand wants. But it seems like the reaction to that was to suddenly demonetize a whole host of videos that, I mean, advertisers have been associated with non-family friendly content since the beginning of advertising.
Of course.
So that never computed for me. It was like, okay, I was upset with the advertisers because I was like, okay, listen, yes, there was an anomaly. Somebody, your commercial came up before a video that's awful. But that doesn't. You're not actually associated with that.
Exactly. And it's nobody's like watching the ISIS recruitment video and being like, "Oh my God,
Coke!
I'm not buying a Coke anymore."
But also, it's not something that happens all the time. It's obviously was a mistake. And obviously YouTube,
But we're in a super reactionary time right now, where if you don't take a stand for that kind of thing, and like if one brand says, "Well, we're out of here because of this anomaly." And then if the next brand doesn't say we're out of here as well, then something's wrong with them. That's the way things work right now.
They actually even did when a lot of companies were boycotting. Other companies continued spending, and there was a lot of media articles like shaming the companies who didn't suspend. And it's like, well,
which is, I mean, it makes absolutely no sense.
I'll tell you this: a couple months ago, during the shooting in Las Vegas, that awful tragedy. I was watching CNN Live. I put on the TV. I wanted updates. And they're rolling to 5-minute commercial breaks while it's happening.
Exactly. So will you tell me what are those brands that are buying
Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, Toyota?
But yet you
same
can't.
exact
but
people.
On YouTube, you can't talk about those things. On YouTube, if you talk about those things, you get demonetized. The brands are having a crisis of conscience. I don't understand what they're thinking if you're willing to run ads on any news channel, any news channel at all.
Tragedy, awful things, all the time. A lot of people say that it's a an actual effort to either advertisers to get price reductions or traditional media trying to delegitimize YouTube. I don't know. There's a lot of moving pieces.
That whole deal. I mean, that hurt the movement towards, I think the thing that YouTube hasn't seen yet is it hasn't seen that sort of culture defining product, right? In a way that Netflix or Amazon and some of these other, they've created these properties that everyone is talking about in a positive way, and adults are talking about them in a positive way.
Adults are only talking about the negative things that they finally realize their kids have been watching. I mean,
That's true.
That's the way it's.
Yeah,
that's the way
true.
it's exploded.
Yeah.
And so I just think if you're desperate to create those things that really define the cultural conversation around entertainment, I wish I could say I just wish they would have taken a stand against some of the brands, but you can't because the brands are holding the money.
Well, a lot of people said, well, what are they going to do? Not come back? It's where all the views are.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen that, but they're an advertising company. Let me ask you guys this. You said you wouldn't let your kids watch the Pauls. What do you guys think about the Paul brothers?
Well, that should tell you what they think about now.
It does.
I've only
ever watched one video. So that does make it more difficult for me to answer.
Mm-hmm.
Because we met Logan. We met Logan at something years ago. I was like, he was from Vine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I think that's when we met him in New York at some event. And then we exchanged numbers somehow. And then, I was exchanging texts with him years ago when it was, hey, I got this movie that I'm working on. I want you guys to be in it. It's a movie that hasn't happened and may not happen, I guess. I certainly haven't talked to him since any of this.
I think my impression, again, never met Jake. My impression was up until this last, having not really watched any of the content except just kind of when something went wrong. I think my impression was that Logan's cool. I think I would always say, I would be like, look, it's not my kind of thing. I'm not into it, but I met him one time. He seemed like a cool guy. I mean, he was definitely a little too high energy for my personal taste. But then I was like, but Jake, Jake's got some issues, But unfortunately, it's sad to say, I just feel like that Logan's kind of falling into the same path. It's there's a lot of vloggers. First of all, there's just a lot of people in general. In fact, most people are all about this. It's all about me. It's all about my world. It's all about my empire. It's just some of us are better at hiding it than others. But I think the thing that's scary for me is when we get to a place where people can just without any shame at all can make everything about them and their perspective.
It's almost a selling point.
And then no one is there to call them out on it.
Right.
They can develop just hordes and hordes of fans who just say, hold on, isn't it I don't think it's cool that everything that this dude says is about getting the attention back onto himself.
Yeah, that's the one video I watched over your shoulder, which was
infamous.
After his return.
He's only seen the comeback video.
I've only seen the comeback
The suicide
video.
prevention
No,
one?
not
No,
not
after
the slick
the
one,
dead
but
rat one?
After that, when he was in
The
his
koi
backyard.
pond one?
I think it was an announcement video.
I'm in too deep.
It was an announcement video where he was just giving an update on
he was standing next to the pool talking about
Okay.
his greatness.
how he was back.
He was standing in front of his pool with the guy with his entourage jumping in and out of the pool and hitting each other. espousing his greatness. And I was shocked. I mean,
You keep waiting for the punchline, honestly.
There is none.
I was
You keep waiting for the punchline, and then you're like, no, this is
it.
This is serious.
I heard him best described as he's like the embodiment of somebody that you think is awesome when you're like 12. You're like, that's the coolest guy ever, who I want to be.
yeah.
if you're a certain 12-year-old. I mean, I have one of those, and I don't think he would say that. I know my 14-year-old says that she would never have anything to do with watching any of their videos, and that's not based on any conversations we've had. I just asked her what her opinion was.
I've heard of middle schools, maybe high schools is a little bit outside the range, but it's like it's the Paulers versus the Low Gang, and they all wear merch like little gang wars.
That's crazy.
It's pretty nuts from what I've heard.
Well,
out
but
there.
Interestingly, so if you think about hip hop, that is very analogous to this.
Yeah, I
so
was thinking about
you
that.
go back to the early days of hip hop and hip hop as it exists today, and it's just like this bravado and this bragging about who
Sure,
you are and what
yeah.
you have.
Well, let's not but let's not say all of hip hop.
No,
I'm a big fan.
But
But
there is a part that there is a large swath.
let's say the bling culture.
Yeah.
The bling
Well,
subculture
and it's
of
interesting
hip hop.
because
okay?
so I've got a 13-year-old, and we try to be pretty liberal about the things that he can enjoy, and he can make his own choices, more choices than I had, and so he's pretty much allowed to listen to any music that he wants to, and so. But the thing is I tell him, it's just like I want you to be able to tell the difference between Kendrick Lamar and Lil Pump. You know what I'm saying? I want you to,
Sure, yeah.
because one is like super thoughtful and thinking about where is this cultural conversation going, Kendrick, and then you got Lil Pump, which I can't even name a song, but it's just like it's for the club or for a party or whatever.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
And he was like, yeah, I listened to that
Pretty
one.
catchy,
I
right?
listened to that. Yeah, Dad, I listen to Lil Pump when I want to get pumped up before a basketball game, and I listen to Kendrick Lamar when I want to think about something. And I was like, just as long as you have the ability to decipher that.
Yeah.
But because there is that, but I think that what the Paul brothers are doing right now is it's just completely clouding that. Because in hip hop, you can be like, if you were to sit down with some of these hip hop artists who are all about me and their content, and you just had a conversation with them, you'd probably be like, dude, that's just my act.
Yep.
Sure.
But I think that the vlogging is blurring the line between what's the act and what's the person,
Big
and I
time.
think that the vlog becomes the person.
Big
Right.
time.
I was really,
If you even go back 6 months ago, or even a year ago, even further, and watch Logan's vlogs, he's like a normal guy.
Yeah, like I said, I remember a few years ago meeting him and just thinking like, this guy's a little high energy from me, but
Yeah, I mean,
like he
That
seemed
was
like a
like,
genuine dude who was just trying to make it.
Yeah.
like that video you guys mentioned, we were goofing on Logan Paul, and at the time, me and Hila, we were like, he's not that bad, maybe he doesn't deserve it. Like we really thought like, he exaggerated, maybe it's not that bad. We gave him we thought about not even making the video because we felt a little bad making fun of him for that. Fast forward to today, and he's stomping around his $8 million mansion, tasting dead rats.
Yeah. Well, and to me, this may be, to me.
I don't know that has any indication on.
Well, I mean, this may be, to me, obviously, the Suicide Forest video was crossing so many lines, and it
Yeah,
was just the dumbest thing ever.
that was a symptom
was
of how disconnected.
But-
Unbelievable.
It was just a symptom. Yeah, it was just a symptom, and it's just like you can. It's the videos where he's stomping around the house and bragging about who he is and what he has and how you should join the gang. That are ultimately more problematic in my mind.
But that is
Interesting.
like all of his videos now. That's what. That's
Do you know what I'm
what
saying?
I
yeah,
can't
definitely.
believe.
Yeah.
Because I obviously, if you isolate the incident of the Suicide Forest, it's way worse because it's taking advantage of this person, disrespecting
It's
that
coming
person
to
and
a
his
head
family.
there.
But it is a sort of a peak symptom of a bigger underlying problem and that's why when everybody gets so upset about the one thing and they're like, he did this, it's so bad. YouTube better make a stand. YouTube better just kick him off. Let's sign up. Let's do a petition. Petitions. People want to do petitions all the time to get people kicked out of. I don't want the guy kicked off of the platform. I want people to develop the wherewithal to make a decision to not watch it. Well, can't we just expect? our kids are growing up in a culture right now where
Because that would take care of it.
we want the organizations in charge to make all the decisions for us. We want you, Twitter, to
No
ban this
responsibility on
person.
the parent.
We want you, YouTube, to ban this person. Why can't we just equip the kids with a mind that makes a decision to just filter themselves?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's the parents' responsibility.
Yeah, it's the parents'
ultimately.
responsibility. But like I said, with Locke, it's like as opposed to saying you can't listen to this. And listen, I'm not trying to say I'm a good parent. I'm doing my best, but my intention in doing this whole thing of letting him be exposed to things and then but learning how to decipher is in an effort so that he develops a mind that
Sure,
when he
right.
leaves the house, it's like he can make his own decisions about
Yeah.
this stuff. He doesn't need to block somebody on Twitter because they offend him.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or expect Twitter to ban somebody because they
Yeah.
offend him.
Yeah, I mean, and, you know, there's a part of me that's I'm concerned for him as a human. You know, that is, you know, he's made he's
22.
He's made these horrible
He's very young.
decisions,
They're both very young.
and now he's just doubling down on just his self-aggrandizement. You know, it's like he's doubling down.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
is that a trap? You know, is he falling into a trap that he set for himself? You know, and bringing all of these people that he's influencing along with him. So, I mean, before him, we learned the lesson to not judge a person just based on the content they make, because it wasn't, you know, we made the mistake of judging people just based on what the content they make, in my opinion, is obnoxious. And then you would meet the person in real life, be like, wow, this is a human, and okay, they're playing a character that's working. You know, it's they're gaining traction. You know, and at a certain point, it's like you can't help yourself. You know, at a certain point, it goes too far. He's certainly gone too far.
Yeah.
And so that's the difference here. I still feel for the guy.
Yeah.
That, you know, it's like, can somebody just intervene on an interpersonal level? You know, I know someone who ran into him a week ago, and just not on camera, not in any profession, just like on the street. And I was like, man, if that was me, what would I have said? Or I just told you, I have his number. It may not be his number anymore. Should I text the guy?
Text him
Should I be
right
like,
now.
Interesting.
man, let's-
Interesting thought.
I would like to talk.
Just
talk
reach
to
out
you
on a human level.
On a human level. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I don't want to see the downfall of Logan or Jake. What I would love to see is just an acknowledgement that this is not a healthy way to see yourself or the world. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And also, because there's just so many kids who are just so captivated by it right now, and you also can't hide behind, well, my content's not for kids. I mean, parents should be the ones. If you're doing content like he's doing, you're going to attract that audience, and with that becomes a great responsibility. So I don't know. I think in the end, hopefully, I mean, first of all, the crazy meteoric success that they're enjoying right now, that never lasts.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
Eventually, sure. Yeah.
yeah. And so maybe before that ends, where they still got a platform, there'll be some. I mean, the Suicide Forest thing seemed like the perfect event to bring about that kind of
I
self-realization.
honestly thought I was going to see a meaningful change from that. And he came back. What I saw was someone trying to make a point that they weren't going to change because everybody wanted them to. Like, he was pandering to his audience and coming back like bigger and crazier. That's what I saw.
Right. Yeah. That's
Well,
what we
yeah,
saw.
in the one video I saw, he was bragging about the petition. And then he
Right.
said, I'm going to sign the petition,
Right.
you know? And it could be a coping mechanism for what he's
The pain
What
of
he's-
having all those people actually hate you.
just, and
Yeah.
it's, and unfortunately, the coping mechanism of doubling down on it, it's going to work. It's working.
Yeah.
It's making it worse for him and everybody else.
Eventually, right. It's an interesting thing. And to their credit, this is something we've never seen before. The popularity of those two guys and what they've done, and like they've revolutionized like merch.
Oh, it's remarkable.
To be honest, we are thinking about merch differently since we've seen what they're doing. And every YouTuber is
we are.
It's
Everyone.
insane. I've heard rumors. These are just rumors. I don't know, but that Logan makes $10 million a month selling merch. Could be possible. Every middle schooler apparently is rocking Maverick merch, as far as I know.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
the way that he's built a brand that's bigger than himself. Yeah, all that.
Absolutely.
Again, there are things to be commended, and there are things that can that we can all learn from. But it's just when there's not a separation between that character and the real person.
That's the problem.
That's what's.
And to give the guy full credit, if I was 22 years old and had that level of success, I don't know that I would have been any better off.
Oh,
That's
gosh.
that's
another thing you were talking about. You got lucky with who we hired. We also got lucky with the fact that we were basically 30,
right,
with kids.
We were us
already,
too.
you know.
I mean, not that old.
When all this happened, and it was like, when I was 22 years old, if as a teenager, fame as a teenager, that would have been.
What was I doing at 22? I wasn't doing anything. I was playing video games. I was worthless to this planet at 22. I had no value as a human being at 22. Like, genuinely, I'm not being hard on myself. But like, we didn't find success on YouTube till our late 20s. Also,
Right. Yeah, I think that makes a big difference. So you have to be kind of forgiving, but it's.
Can I show you something? Just to kind of segue out of this topic and just lighten the mood a little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
It may actually do the opposite. I hope it doesn't.
Uh-oh.
But
What
there's
is it?
this
I like
Jake.
that setup.
What do you think about this? I wanted to show them the Buy That merch song by Jake Paul because it's just so fun. And I think you got as musicians as triple threats as
The
I've said.
best song of the year.
I think that you guys will appreciate
Is this
this.
a new song?
No, he made it around
Well,
Christmas time.
Yeah, it's a Christmas song.
Oh, this is shit. Okay, hang on.
Am I gonna look at where am I gonna point my face to look at this?
It's gonna be on
There.
the TV screen here.
Oh wow.
It was Jake Paul, All I Want for Christmas. So him and his brother went on this just completely brutal competition to sell merch because they have the same fans. And December is, as you know, the biggest time of the year to sell stuff. And so they both just went balls
They
out.
both made like 10 songs.
But
in
they're
December.
all elaborate ploys to sell merch. And so it came to a head when Jake Paul made this song that is just to this day. I think it's on the soundboard. Dan, can you grace us?
I actively decide on a daily basis not to watch this type of stuff.
This one
Now
is
you
dear to my
have
heart. Yeah, and listen. You're my house now.
All right, not the whole thing.
Not the whole thing.
2 minutes 35 seconds.
No, you don't even have to say anything. I just want you to enjoy it. Because I know you're not going to watch this. You're going to laugh. You're going to love this. You're going to go home singing this on the way.
Buy that merch.
This is the chorus.
Buy that merch. 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 Said, all I want for Christmas is that Jake Paul merch. All I want for Christmas is a Jake Paul shirt. All she want for Christmas is a JP I'm a flirt. All I want for Christmas is a JP sweatshirt. Fanjoy.co. Backslash Jake Paul. Get it while you can before I sell
My favorite
it
part's
all.
coming up here.
Spend $100. Free shipping, y'all. Go tell your mama you gotta buy it all.
That's when he does a really hard sell. Go tell your mama she's got to buy it all.
Okay, radical theory here, right? Okay, this is what this makes me think.
How
all
much
right?
do you love this song?
You guys got to watch more YouTube.
Okay,
There's good shit out there.
But think about it for a second, because we can never do that, even as shameless as we are about getting people to buy our merch, mythical.store. There's this
Great stuff.
There's this
Any
built-in
coupon
governor
codes?
that I don't
No.
know.
Oh, well, you're
Don't
obviously
do
not that
coupon
shameless.
codes.
We don't need coupon codes.
There's this built-in governor that there's a certain amount of shame. The shame meter starts going up, right? But maybe we're just not being honest with ourselves. Maybe Logan and Jake just represent perfect honesty at this point, and we should just be making songs about how you should buy our merch. If we really want you to buy our merch,
I
we
mean,
should
there
just
is
rap
no
about
filter.
it. The filter is gone.
That is an interesting theory.
And maybe this is the future ethic. Maybe this is.
They're just so honest.
You know how when
Every
you look,
single person's got merch.
well,
they
you know
want you to
how when
buy
you
it.
look back at certain
We
times,
feel the same way about our merch,
and
but
like,
we choose not to say it because we're
You don't want to
embarrassed.
proclaim it to the world.
Well, it would
because
just be embarrassed.
It looks
maybe
not a good
this is
look.
the future
I'd
morality.
rather make less money than be so embarrassed by
No.
doing it.
Yeah.
If I could, but what Rhett's saying is that, boy, if I threw that
Caution to the wind.
self-awareness,
Yeah, the
if I
shame.
threw the self-awareness out the window,
let me ask you this.
people would
If you
love
made
me
a song
for it.
like this, how do you think
Mythical.store.
how do you think your fans would respond?
Well, I mean, they would
By that merch.
they would know that it was a joke. Like at this
Yeah.
point,
But what if it wasn't?
if it wasn't a joke? It's
I can't
funny
even
because
imagine
when you
what
think
it would
about,
look like
Well, you
if
think
it
about the
wasn't.
type of communities that we. So I'll brag on our community for a little bit. The Mythical Beast. It's like I think that we have built a quality community. Like
Yeah.
we did a thing today that's going to go up in March where we're getting people to sign up for something that potentially could save people's lives. I don't want to get into the details because I want to wait for the episode. But like when we got done with the episode, I was like, A, I think that was a great use of the platform, and like it makes me feel as good about anything we've ever done. And B, I really think we're going to get a lot of people to do this because I think we have an amazing fan base. And so I think that we've a decade of the kind of content that we've created has, and then you get into this loop where you start creating content for the audience, and it's just like I'm doing things trying to anticipate what they're going to like. And I think if you've got a good community, that makes your content better ultimately. And so I think we've gotten to this place where we can't get away with that because they wouldn't let us get away with it. I like
They keeping you-
I'll say we wouldn't let ourselves get away with it, but at this point, I like to think that we've built a community that keeps us in line.
Well, I'll say to you guys
Yeah.
credit. There's not many channels on YouTube that can build to the size you guys have without participating in drama or mudslinging or anything beyond just pure entertainment, which is what you guys do. And I think which is why you guys are so beloved by us and everybody, and YouTube too, is because you guys are just honest to God entertainers, and you don't fuck with any of the peripheral stuff on YouTube that our biggest explosions came from drama. From one way or the other, just frankly speaking, right?
Yeah.
They come for that. You guys did it the hard way, the honest way.
But then you got us to talk some drama today. So kudos to you.
And that's and well, you guys. But yeah, that's
nothing that we said hasn't been said before.
exactly. I bring good, honest people in here, and I squeeze them for the bad stuff. No, but seriously, like, and I think that's kind of where the problem again feeds back into what we were talking about earlier. To kind of just wrap this whole conversation up. You can't really get big on YouTube anymore without giving in to the dark side. Do you agree with that?
I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm waiting to see, like, besides this, like, vloggers invasion,
That's the big thing right now.
what's the next thing?
I think this year is going to tell us a lot.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing what's next.
Yeah.
I have hope.
Me too.
I mean,
and yeah.
if go back to Liza, you talk about her.
Yeah.
I think she's
She's pure and good.
Yeah.
And you know what? I regret that I said that her growth is organic because I don't want to take away the credit she deserves for being great. Even though I may think that. But I don't want she deserves the success she has.
Yeah. Right.
And I don't think she would have got to where she was if she was less talented.
Right.
Anyway, let's do a hard right turn here. Let's get off this now.
Give me that chorus one more time, though. Just you. Though. Just you.
Oh,
Buy
Dan.
that merch.
Oh, okay.
But that's really all there is to it. Yeah.
We have it on the soundboard.
What? Merch.
All I want for Christmas is that Jake Paul merch. The favorite line that I love
It's
from
a
that.
good song.
It's gonna fuck your whole night up. I sing that shit.
You're gonna be on his website before the
insane.
morning comes.
Yeah, dude. Next time I see you, you're gonna be rocking that Jake Paul merch for sure. Go
you gotta
tell your
spend
mama.
$100.
You gotta buy it all.
You know we love merch.
I
Because
love
the moment
merch.
we came in here, it's like we were looking at
were
your
looking
merch.
at- yeah,
y'all
you
got good
We were
merch.
talking about your merch before we got here.
You guys were like, what's going on here? How do you guys tell me about what's going on here? Merch, man. I'm telling you, merch is where the flip it's at, my dudes. This is.
You guys want
it's-
to make some lip balm?
You guys
Don't do it. Can't rival.
Do you?
Can't rival my lip balm.
You guys have lip balm?
We
That's
we
right.
sell some weird stuff. We
No.
sell
Yeah.
lip
Is that a
balm.
big earner for you guys? The lip balm?
No.
Is that a
What else? You
significant-
have like
is it?
a.
No, yeah. Don't ask any.
You have
any
something
questions
for the
about
beard
numbers.
too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So we have friends.
How do you line that up?
Well, so
I don't have beard.
it's a good question. We just have some friends, like
Mythical
some of my closest friends in North Carolina, just started a company and they were making like soaps and lip balms and stuff. It was working, but doing this on the side. And we were just home for Christmas a couple of years ago, and he was like, "What if you and Link sold a lip balm? And I could make a beard." Actually, I was getting him to put on a beard oil that I had because he had just grown his beard. He was like, "I can make this. I'd be interested in making this." So he made a beard oil for me, a lip balm for Link. And then we were just like, almost as it wasn't a joke, but it
Kind
was
of a gag.
Like
yeah.
a gag,
And then
yeah.
it
It's
like
not
just
really a
started,
traditional merch item.
but it was like legit. Like they did all this research. They made, and we like put a lot of time into the development. People started buying it.
Lip
That's
balm's
fine.
And now I've got
peanut
my lip
butter
balm.
peppermint.
We have a pomade. We have a cologne now.
That is proof
Wow.
that you audience is older.
Yeah.
You sell beard accessories for Christ's sake.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's been. I don't know. It's a fun experiment to try these things, and like they're like legitimate products. But yeah, that's how it happens.
But, what's the link? Come on, release the inner.
Buy that.
Buy that
Merch.
merch at mythical.store.
There you go. Feels good. Does feel good.
Mythical.store.
Yeah, it feels good. All right, let's.
Enjoy.co.
We'll sell your merch over there if you want us to. We will keep all the money.
Yeah,
I
like,
want.
what's that funnel look like?
Yeah. If we get to
You guys are somewhat known for eating and doing gross, awful, miserable things on your show.
right.
What is the grossest, miserable, most regretful thing, most suffering you've endured during that process?
The most suffering is the hot peppers, without a doubt. And
You guys take those like champs.
and most recently, the one that we ate for the we were challenged by
Binging with
with
Babish.
Babish.
Right. Did he do it? He challenged.
He ate a hot pepper of some kind. So then we ate a Trinidad Scorpion, which is actually not as hot as the Carolina Reaper we had eaten before. But something happened, man. It's something.
You broke.
Yeah. I could. Whenever we eat stuff, we're also thinking of how can we be entertaining? You know, it's like so
Right.
you eat the hot pepper and it's like I'm dying, but I have to make this funny.
Yeah.
If you watch that video,
You just give up.
yeah,
But that's almost the most entertaining.
it
He curled up on the couch.
I had nothing. I had no jokes.
no.
I had nothing.
That's awful. How did you handle it?
He handled it great.
What was the recovery
Comedically,
like?
I felt pretty good. I was
You were in the
I was
zone?
hurting pretty bad, but I could tell that something bloomed in his stomach. Like each pepper's different, and you don't know what you're going to get.
That's
and you
very
don't know
true.
what's already in there in your stomach. And I knew he would never. I mean, so it was live. I mean, there's no cutting in the middle of this thing. So.
Wait, you guys did it live?
Well, I mean, once we started, we said, all right, for 10 minutes, we're not going to eat or drink anything.
Right, yeah.
We had different stipulations for the
Okay.
Carolina Reaper. For 10 minutes, we didn't eat or drink anything. We just sat there and took it. That's what we decided.
That was how you wanted the show format to be.
Right.
So I knew when he went, I looked back there and he was in the fetal position on the couch.
How
just
long?
In the back
that
of
was
the set.
after the 10 minutes.
No.
That was during the
That
10
was-
minutes.
You didn't make it.
And then we went through Good Mythical Morning. So that's another 10,
Another 10 minutes, and I
another 10
stayed
minutes.
in the same position.
So I would, yeah, it might have hit you in Good Mythical Morning. I can't. I know all through Good Mythical Morning, I was just up there talking, and
Yeah.
because we were.
I was just drooling. I was aching and
Well, we turned it
drooling.
into. I mean, you talk about self promotion. We turned it into. It was the release of Buddy System Season 2, the trailer. So we were going to show that in Good Mythical More as we recovered. We didn't know how bad it was going to be. And so, we thought we'd get more clickage.
Did
Again,
it work?
playing that game.
I don't think so.
Oh no.
No, I don't know.
Somewhat, but it wasn't nearly as entertaining
But
as
the
when we
fact
ate the
that he
Carolina
was-
Reaper.
Yeah, yeah. People didn't care as much, and the second time around.
What's
But that was the most. I mean, so we did it twice. We're not doing it again. I mean, we were on the.
We both vomited it up later.
We
that
were on the
night, by
phone
way.
that night at home. A couple hours later, and Rhett, I was like, man, I just feel. I mean, I was in. Well,
Almost like
okay.
a bad trip.
I'll take you through it. So you started to feel better like 15 minutes after Good Mythical More was done shooting. You like got up, you had eaten a bunch of bananas, and then you ate more bananas. That's a good way to kind of like line your stomach if you're going to do this type of thing. And then you started to feel better, but I went back into like our dressing room area, and I laid down on the floor, and if I changed position at all, I could feel my stomach contents
Oh my God.
move just enough to expose a different part of my stomach to the pepper.
Oh,
Wow.
I just imagine, I had a visual image of
Right.
like I had like a map of the inside of my stomach, and if I moved a little bit, I could tell something new was burning.
Mm-hmm.
And so
That's
I
crazy.
sat there eating ice cream, trying to be motionless for the next 20 minutes.
Jeez.
And then
Wow.
I finally was able to get up, and I went into our office, and we had a meeting, and you were sitting in there, and you were still in a decent amount of pain. I was in a decent amount of pain. Fast forward a couple hours, we go home. I text Rhett, and I'm like, how do you feel? Because I feel absolutely horrible. Like it just comes in waves. Like your stomach will churn, it'll just turn over, and all of a sudden it's just like if a fire's almost out, and then somebody stokes it. And he said, I threw up. I feel better. I was like, I got to do it. So I went upstairs and tried to make myself throw up. Couldn't
Did it
do
burn coming out?
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh.
And you couldn't puke?
I went back downstairs. What's he doing out there? I thought he might have been laughing at us.
It is.
He is. Yeah. Yeah. We have a peanuts gallery.
Because it's through the wall.
He's
I
talking
hear him
about Dan,
laughing.
by the way.
Dan's laughing out
can't-
there,
yeah.
but it's not tied to anything we say that's
Yes,
funny.
it is. That's why
It
I'm laughing right
is.
now.
I think there was something you said. You're so much funnier than you know. Isn't that a beautiful
Right, yeah.
quality?
You're
You're
unintentionally
funny
funny.
and
I'm like-
you're just.
I'm like, why is he watching something else? We're doing this in here, Dan.
You said something that made
Like I
me
literally
you.
thought that. I'm like,
I
You're
exhaled through my
funny.
nose.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said something about.
why is he watching something else? Why are we doing
That's
this?
so funny.
Anyway, were you able to puke?
It took. I went back downstairs, gave up, and then I was like, I have to do this. Went back upstairs. If you can't make yourself throw up, but you have to, ooh,
It's not a
that
good
is
position
bad.
to be in.
Because everything in me knew how bad it was going to be.
Oh.
Damn.
It was horrible
Oh
coming
my
back out.
God.
Yeah.
I mean,
worse than going down.
because now it's going through your nose
Yeah, it gets into
some
the
too,
nose.
and it's so bad. Don't do it.
We're not
I mean, we
doing
did
it
It sounds way worse
you
than
guys-
I
We only
ever
did it again
imagined.
for charity. It was like
yeah,
an Alzheimer's.
we're done. We're done with
um,
hot peppers.
Wow.
Because you
research charity, but
I saw you guys do the ghost pepper one, and you really was that the one where you're like, okay, I'm in my Zen mode, I'm fine.
Yeah, yeah.
that was the Carolina Reaper.
Was that real?
Yeah, I mean, having the camera
Carolina
on,
Reaper, yeah.
having the
Yeah.
camera on,
The hottest pepper in the world
You come
at
up
the
with
time.
things that you're gonna do, but like hitting myself, like self-flagellation, that was legitimately
Coping
helpful.
mechanism.
Yeah.
But after the camera was turned off that time, when you guys were like, hey, we're all good, this is the show, and we're fine. Was it?
I was
Death?
fine. Link
You were
wasn't.
fine.
I was not.
11 hours later, he was in the fetal position on the couch in our
Oh
office.
my God.
Yeah, 'cause
Was-
we worked late that night, and we had to
Wow.
shoot another video. And
You guys are.
I was
now you
laying
have
on the
this-
floor.
You have this huge
Same
crew.
thing.
It's got to be hard to be like, you know what? I'm gonna clock out early.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why we had to keep doing stuff.
The other gross
day.
stuff we eat is, I mean, it all runs together at this point. I mean,
It's just a whole nightmare.
Yeah. They keep finding new things though. We had lamb tongue this morning.
Wow.
People, that's the thing. Like when we did the spin the bottle gag, and by the way, everybody, there's videos on GMM, Good Mythical Morning, to go please watch. When
great support from your audience, by the way.
get, yeah.
Cool.
What
Oh,
do you call 'em?
great. We
Page
call them the
turner.
Fupa Troopers.
We have all kinds of
We don't have
names.
a name.
Hila Kleiners.
Hila Kleiners, yeah. That's a direct reaction to Jake Paul,
Paul.
because we made a little laugh because he calls his fans the
Jake
Jake
Paulers.
Paulers.
Right.
I'm like, you can't just put an ER at the end of your name.
But he did.
He did it, and so we're Hila Kleiners. Anyway, what the fuck was I talking about?
Pimp Nation.
What up, Pimp Nation?
Watch you on our channel. That's all you were
Watch,
saying.
watch us.
Oh, about the gross food. You got all the gross.
You got the gross food, but I was thinking like somebody somewhere, because it was like pork liver shit or something, tongue. Somebody somewhere eats that and enjoys it.
Everything that we eat, including
Yeah, but they don't prepare it the way that
Including
our crew
the
prepares.
fly.
No.
They don't smear it on a mannequin's face.
the insect stuff is
And they
kinda
know
just,
the fact that you don't know what it is when you go in for the bite
It's so.
makes it worse. You could be ground beef, and I would be like,
Yeah.
We've eaten a lot of great stuff blindfolded, and it makes everything worse. You'd think
Right.
you think it would heighten the sense of taste in a way that
You're
would
just
help you enjoy it.
you're guarded.
But for us, we just don't.
Yeah.
You're
Cerebrally,
thinking of
we're
the
not set up
worst.
correctly.
I want to ask more about the hot peppers, though, because you guys have done something that not many people have done. Not many people have gone that far. You said it stings puking. Tell me, I want all the details, boy. I'm curious. You puked. It burned your throat. You go to the bathroom afterwards. Like, how long after are you dealing with the burn?
Well,
You're talking about butthole burn?
Yes.
Yeah.
we talked about
So that one,
all the holes.
that one, because I puked it up, I didn't have
No
the
afterburn.
exit. Yeah. But the ghost pepper and the Carolina Reaper, I don't know. You learn like how long it takes food to go through your body.
It's
Yeah,
like a
how
real
long?
scientific experiment.
I think
Is
it's
it
like 12
same-
hours or something.
Same day?
No, it was the next day.
Oh,
Oh,
my God.
and then we learned that again because we did. We were in New York last year, and
The Hot Ones channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big fan.
Hot
So
Ones
we-
wasn't in season, but we were. The
Oh, yeah,
first
I
we
saw it.
feast
You
is
guys
name
did
of
the
channel.
spicy Thai food.
the hottest
Loved it.
curry.
Right,
yeah.
yeah, we've
And
seen that.
when they were like, we want you guys to eat the hottest curry in the world, and we had to do Fallon the next day.
Oh.
And so I was like, listen, I don't want to ruin, because I'm already going to be nervous about being on Fallon, and,
Yeah.
and it already makes me have diarrhea anyway. It's
Right.
just like, I don't want to have something added to that. And so, and then we got there, and the whole point of the game was, like, first of all, the guy making the curry, the hottest curry in the world, had a gas mask on.
That's encouraging.
Yeah.
And he wasn't being filmed.
No, it wasn't like for the
wasn't for
camera.
show.
The guy wears a gas mask when he makes
Did
it.
they
every
film
time.
him, though? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
They
I
should have
just saw
cut
it.
to that. They really should have cut
I think
to
they
that.
did cut to it.
Okay,
But
good.
so you had to have a bite of this stuff. First, at first, the creative pitch number one was we were just going to sit down and eat the whole thing. And then we were like, well, no, we can't do that. So let's play a game where if we get something wrong, we eat a bite of this stuff. That's the only way we can manage it.
Right.
And I missed 2 questions out of 10, I think. I had to take 2 bites. You had to take 4?
Yeah.
Then
All I
you
know
really
is
send that, there's a lot of melancholy. in your voice.
2 bites. I still had our wives were with us that trip, and we were out in a restaurant, and in the middle
Let's say 5 hours later. I don't think it was 12. It was.
it may have been the next day. I don't know. We were at a restaurant, and in the middle of just sitting in this nice meal, I was like,
Well, he was gone.
I gotta go.
I also had to go pee. So then I went to the bathroom. When I came back, Rhett was still gone. And I was like, "What's Rhett?" And then the waiter takes away the plates that we had eaten off of, and we were like ordering desserts. Like, Rhett's still not back.
Oh, no.
And then finally, the dessert shows up, and then all of a sudden I just see Rhett just like a slow death walk.
Oh, no.
It's just like coming back to the table with this
Oh
like
my God.
Yeah.
pale face.
Oh, man.
He sits down at the table and he leans over to me and he's like, "You're not gonna have a good night," because it hadn't hit me yet. I
Did
was
he
like,
predict correctly?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like putting a Roman candle up your rectum, but it's not firing out. It's
You know the
firing
feeling.
in.
I mean, I of the Roman candle of
Yeah.
gas.
You know the feeling.
Valentine's Day was yesterday, so I got to do some weird shit on that day. Yeah. Have you guys
You know,
ever...
it makes that noise.
Yeah. All too familiar. Trigger warning. Have you guys ever... This is something I've done after preparing a spicy meal, and I did it with, habanero.
I like how you say that.
Habanero.
It's not right, but I like it.
Well, how do you say it?
Habanero.
I think he's right.
Habanero.
I think he's saying it. The way
Habanero.
that
You know
he
what
is.
though? I shouldn't say it that way because it's like I'm speaking English. I can't all of a sudden break into like a flare. Like, anyway, whatever.
Right.
Marijuana.
Yeah.
We were the M word. It's a whole new thing.
Yeah. Anyway, my point is, there's like so many tangents to
Yeah.
grab on here. I've once touched my genitals after preparing a spicy
Stop right
meal.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you guys after an extremely spicy moment? And has that transferred to the sensitive skin on your penis?
Yeah, I've been very careful about that.
You knew going
maybe
in.
as a kid I accidentally did that, like after like touching a jalapeno or something. But no, not as an adult.
Because that could be.
Because touching the eyes is bad as
Oh
well.
yeah.
Yeah, we've done
Yeah.
that.
You just basically you can't touch
Well,
yourself, no matter how much you enjoy it.
The problem that I had was that it's not intuitive because the eyes is like, oh, it's an open hole. But the penis skin, my friends and everybody listening at home, is much more sensitive than you think.
Yeah, right.
Because if you just have a little schmutz on your hand, you get yourself an itch, or dare I say something more intimate and worse than that, you are going to feel it.
Yes.
God's wrath. He's going to say, no, don't touch yourself there.
Thankfully, I've avoided that.
And then that's communicable.
That is, right?
Right.
Yeah, that oil, that pepper oil. I don't know how many people it can transfer.
How many
to, but-
times?
yeah, right.
Well, guys, we're closing on 2 hours here.
Are we?
This has been a
Over
2
2
hours.
hours.
Glorious 2 hours.
You guys are I'm still a little starstruck.
We have a lot of questions
I didn't
we
even
didn't
get
even get
close,
to.
But
So you guys did write down questions?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
prepped. Did it seem like
Yeah.
I prepped?
No.
Well,
We do
actually,
it
you know what?
actually more like in case that there's
goes
no
back.
conversation.
They're
I guess.
backup questions.
Yeah.
We know
Yeah.
about those.
But you guys are such a joy. I didn't barely need to look at my notes. Those are the best episodes. But
Well,
there is one thing that we
yeah.
ask all of our guests at the end of the show. Some people have something to share, some don't. Don't feel bad either way. We always ask our guests, do you have, and this is, I feel so stupid asking it all the time because it's like so out of character, but I'm going to ask it anyway because our fans would kill us if I don't. Do you have any ghost stories, UFO experiences, or paranormal experiences? Just to preface, I don't have any.
Yeah.
We do have one.
I knew you guys
I
would
knew
have
you
one.
would.
And this
Just
is,
one?
I know.
well, the most famous one is we brought a ghost hunter onto the show,
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
and he used, you know how they
haven't
can
watched
use the
that.
radio to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the ghost like to talk through the
You
radio.
know,
Yeah.
a small aside, we went ghost hunting.
With post.
Yeah, with Post.
and Mike and Alex were
Yeah.
those, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We heard about
Did
that.
you
Yeah,
go?
I heard
You
about
went
it.
to like Hell's Gate
Hell's
or something, whatever it is.
I
What
didn't
did you
find it
call
that
it?
spooky, and there was some friction.
Hell's hole.
Hell's asshole or something. The devil's asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the first time Mike and Alex went, they made a video that they pranked Mike. They pranked Alex. I can't remember who got pranked, but basically, like Alex scratched himself preemptively, and then he went into the tunnel, and then he acts. It's a 10 feet tall episode, and then he acts like he got scratched, and he shows it. And the first time I watched it, for 2 seconds, I bought it. I was like,
No way. Yeah.
and I was like, oh no, he set it up. It's like a magic trick.
But why do we have the ghost hunter on GMM?
Yeah.
Did the ghost come after, or did the ghost come before?
The ghost appeared that day.
So
I
what
don't know why we
happened?
had him on. I thought
Was
something
there
had happened.
was there an incident?
Well, I don't. Maybe we
I don't
did.
remember why.
Maybe we did have an incident where the light would go off occasionally, and then we brought him on to the show to tell us what was happening, and he did his radio thing, and he was like,
You know the radio thing?
Yeah. They brought it
Yeah,
when
yeah.
we went.
well, and specifically what they do. So they have the thing that scans for frequencies, but then they have just a legitimate radio, and you run through the stations of an FM radio.
Like a real station.
Yeah, and the pieces. I mean, this is BS, obviously, but they run through, and then
spoil it.
it'll say different things from just words. And so he stopped on one station. He was like Nartu, and then he goes to the next one. It's like 40, And
Fody.
so he was
Fody.
like, Fody. And
Like
so we were like,
Foudy. You guys
Yeah.
are hip hop fans.
Yeah.
Nartu Fody.
Right.
So he was like, that's the name of the ghost. And so Nartu Fody has like haunted GMM for a few years now.
So that's the ghost story.
Yeah.
You guys have a very deep cut hip hop rapping ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
Foudy.
Not too
And I
Fody.
think he followed us from the old studio to the new studio.
He did. He
Uh-oh.
definitely
So
did.
when a light flickers or something a little strange,
Yeah,
you pour one out for
the mythical
Foudy.
beast will point it out. Like they can see his aura
Interesting.
in certain videos.
But I think the guy who came on our show, he had a sexual encounter with a ghost, didn't he?
What?
He was raped by a ghost.
What?
Now that's a ghost story I'd like to hear.
Wow.
That's what he said.
He was raped by a ghost.
Well, that's what he said.
I've never.
I wasn't there.
It can happen.
Heard.
Man.
Did he give
Oh,
you the
that?
story?
I blocked it out.
No. I asked him.
Tell me more.
I pounced on that one, and he was tight-lipped. He would not give details.
He's a survivor.
I think he sensed our.
God.
He's sensed.
He wouldn't talk about it.
He sensed our
All right.
disposition about ghost stories in general,
Yeah, he.
and he was like, "I'm not going to give these guys the rape story." I'm not-
Yeah, it's not that we were making fun of him. We were just making fun of his worldview.
You were.
You guys,
Yeah.
but generally speaking, you guys aren't believers.
No, but I remain open to the
I'm
possibility.
open. I'm open,
to
I'm
the
willing.
possibility because
And
I actually like to keep an open mind in situations like that because I end up having more fun. So if I was going on a ghost hunt, I wouldn't be the skeptic.
I was such an asshole.
You know,
when we went.
That's why you're not invited. They go every week.
Yeah, no, I
don't.
believe it. Well,
Well,
we're making,
for me, it's different. For me, it's I'm not a ghost believer in mentally, but when I have to take, and it's late at night, I have to take my trash out and put it in the trash can.
right.
I run back in the house.
Absolutely. You don't know.
I do. I just do.
In that moment, you believe.
Yeah, so I think that says a lot. I
That's
mean,
a-
if I were there, I would have been freaking out.
Right.
But in the comfort of my own studio, like I was just like, as long as we come up with an entertaining name for this ghost, I'm happy.
Right.
But I don't want to be caught alone with Nartu.
Now
not
240.
doing your pants down.
40.
40.
Well,
40.
that was beautiful.
40.
Foudy. Can you say Foudy like E Foudy?
E40.
Foudy. Like how do you say it? Faux? Like the food?
Po.
Foudy.
All right, let's.
Something happens.
She's like,
Something
no.
happens on the fell.
Yeah.
You got to be
It's
from the
not
streets
easy.
like us to get the inflection right.
Yes, exactly.
Guys, thank you so much I love you guys. Thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule and
Yeah.
even to come
Feel the
here.
same way
I'm
about
honored
you
and I'm
guys.
thrilled.
Yeah, this was fun. Have us back.
Please.
Come on.
Let's do it again.
Doors open, please. Well, that's it. That's all we got. That's the show, guys. Thanks
Check
for
out
watching.
Good Mythical Morning.
Go to Good Mythical Morning. Go to Good Mythical More. Go to Mythical
.store.
Mythical
Dot
Store.
store.
That's an interesting domain. Store. When did that happen?
We made it happen. No, some of those domains opened up recently.
I like that. That's a
We're
good
like,
domain.
yeah.
Mythical.store. Tell them we sent you. What does that mean? You're right there. That didn't make sense. It's been a long day. I feel like today we had a day like you guys have every day. Because we
Yeah.
woke up, finished a video, posted it, and immediately prepped for this. You guys have that every day. I'm so exhausted. I don't know how you do it. And you've got families.
Yeah, it won't last long.
The end is there. Well, I hope not. Guys, God bless you. Thanks for watching. We will see you next Friday with Shane Dawson. Will be here. So please tune in for that. Until then, have a great weekend and be good.
Just be
Never
good.
said that before. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
I'm waving now.